We got my guy Supreme on Untold, man. What's going on with you, Preem?
Oh man, it's all good. Good to be here.
No doubt, man. So, man, you're a busy man. I know the last time I checked your Instagram, man, you was like doing shows. I think I seen something that was like downtown or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh man. So
Mural arts.
Mural arts.
The people that do the graffiti.
Okay.
They put the murals on the walls and all over the city. I guess the anti-graffiti network
Okay.
for Philadelphia, and they got the Dr. J. Everybody that's somebody on the wall. So they booked me. Center City, great show.
Awesome.
You know, hometown.
Yeah.
You know, I did what I do.
So listen, is that something that you just started doing, or you've been doing it throughout the years?
Nah, you know what? The funny thing about it is, people be thinking I'm supposed to do the Wake Up America and all the. When I get a gig like that and they call me, they looking for. You know what? The funny thing about it is, they're looking for an artist that's clean, that don't curse, ain't gangster, ain't gonna shoot the park up, and that's when they call me, and that's when I get the call, and I got the call. They look for a clean artist. They pay a couple of dollars, and I went down there, and it was a good show. And hopefully they call me back. Hopefully that's my new thing. You know what I mean? I would love to do the Welcome Americas, and everything I've gotten in the game has been mostly because I'm a clean artist, clean. And then as I'm older, at the age I'm at now, man, I'm definitely clean. I'm like Listerine clean. My mouth don't have no bad words or foul language, because it never was me for the most part. But as now, what I'm talking about? Something crazy and slapping somebody and shooting somebody now. So yeah, they call me, and I give a good show.
So let me ask you something.
Yeah.
So you say your lyrics, your rapping is all clean. Now there's one other rapper that's in Philadelphia by the name of Will Smith that kept it clean, throughout his years.
We'll slap somebody. Yo, I found something that was really crazy. My group was the Regulators from the beginning, and the Regulators, my partner from the Hilltop. So he know about Lancaster Avenue and up all the Media Street and all the stuff on Lansdowne Avenue, Steady and all them.
Hilltop.
Yeah, Hilltop. He was a Hilltop hustler. And I'm from Southwest Philly. 58th Street is where I come from. 9 Brigade, Task Force, Charlie Mack, JBM, everything that's gangster you can name. But the fact that when we rapped, the Regulators, everybody be like, yo, why y'all don't talk about the guns and the pistols? This is in the 90s and the 80s and the 90s. Why y'all don't talk about that? And my partner basically wrapped it up. Shout out to MC Kick. He was like, man, I don't want to talk about that. We see that every day on the block. I'm into skills and lyrics. Like, our thing was DOS Effects, EPMD, skills, not necessarily street stories. And that kept us a little bit apart from what everybody else was doing. Plus, radio say they support Philadelphia artists, especially, the stations around here. We support all the, but then when you get a record to them and they got one curse word, they be, oh, we can't play you, man, because you had that curse word. You said the one curse word. And it was like, so that's the reason why. But you got New York, LA, NWA, but you'll edit every record, every snippet of their record. I didn't get the politic game, man. Labels be like, hey, yo, this is our new artist. Play their thing. So we was like, we're going to make an excuse. We're going to make it no excuse. We not cussing on no records. And we ain't talking about no gang bang, bang bang. For one, we ain't doing that. But then the funny thing, the start of the story was, now, word on the street was, somebody hit me up, was like, yo, they said, don't play with the Regulators. The Regulators don't play. Like, that's a group that, and I was like, what? Like, out of all these tough groups that came from Philadelphia, that was to shoot them up, kill them, and beat them down, and he's like, nah, they said the Regulators wasn't nothing to play with. And the thing about it was, I thought back, and I said, yo, we never had no problems. We got love in every hood. We was respected. We gave our show. We didn't over tough it. But we had a little crew from Ardmore, West Philly, Southwest Philly. Eventually, my crew, moved to Penrose, but everybody that was with us, I mean, like I said, we weren't stone cold killers, but nobody messed with us. And I thought back like, hey, maybe we was some stand-up guys, but we was cool with the Ram Squads. We was cool with the 9 Brigades. We was cool with every Fat Cat clique. We was cool with everybody that was somebody that we thought you don't play with them. But word on the street was, you ain't play with the Regulators. And I was like, I felt so good about that. And even with Urban Expressions, like, we got love in every hood. You know, we talking Shelly Shell, Keith from up the block, Supreme, Monty on the scene, Sco, go any neighborhood. Nobody messed with us. Nobody gave us no problems. Nobody, and to this day, it's just so much respect that, like, yo, it's love. It's all love, but it's respect. And we always gave that respect. But like I said, I didn't think that we was somebody special or somebody tough. We wasn't known for taking nobody in the bathroom and beating them down. Or if you ain't play our record, you ain't play our record. We ain't had no beef with you. There's a lot of pitfalls and doorkeepers that stopped us from being who we thought we should have been. And we didn't have to have the drug dealers behind us. We didn't have to have gangsters behind us. We just was ourselves. But it felt good to know that we had a reputation.
So with that being said, right, you the Regulators, y'all had a great run. I mean, you were everywhere. My crew even brought y'all into a few situations. How was that like in the early '90s, man? When was running.
When we was running, we always gave a great performance. That's number one. Number one, we always had a great show, and that's with my partner. Literally, we practiced in his kitchen every Friday night. We had Dr. Shock, who had us in the studio practicing, getting sharp, so we could play McGonigal Hall at a Temple game. We could do block parties for Increase the Peace. And then we got involved with a lot of organizations that wanted us strictly because of Increase the Peace, Stop the Violence, without us being on there preachy. We never was, put y'all guns down, don't do nothing. We just was who we was. We was having fun. Like you said, the Will Smith thing. It wasn't necessarily everybody go to church and praise the Lord. And it was just like, yo, these dudes got skills. We can get on the microphone. We keep a party rocking. Because that's another thing. We were party guys. Dr. Shock was a DJ also, as well as a producer. So he took us to all the parties. I was his mic guy. Yo, get the people jumping. My partner was a dancer. His group before we were the Regulators was the Rhyme Alliance. I was Supreme as a solo artist, but the Rhyme Alliance had 2 dancers and a DJ, and they was about the dancing. My partner was a dancer, like a club dancer. Like I said, he was gangster, but he loved going. And I go to the club, I was about the girls and drinking beers and getting drunk. So we just was good time dudes. And the fact that their image. And we was easy to get along with. Everybody loved Dr. Shock. Everybody loved Dark World Entertainment. Everybody loved who we were. So we got put on a lot.
So what era was we talking about? We talking about early '90s, late '90s, early 2000s? What?
I'm talking. Well, with the Regulators, early '90s.
Early '90s.
Early '90s. Because by myself as a solo artist, it was late 80s.
Okay.
I think I went to, and I always count my, they say, well, Dr. Shock always say, when did you get started? He said, you ain't really in the game until you put out your first record. So technically, our first record didn't come out till 95.
Now, around that era, I believe it was Tough Crew was out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tough Crew was out.
Major Figures was about to come out.
Major Figures was out. You had your Ram Squads and everything, your 9 Brigades, your Tracy Lees and things like that. So how did you coexist around all of that gangster rap?
But the funny thing, in my opinion, outside of Ram Squad, some of the 9 Brigade stuff, Tough Crew wasn't gangster. They was spitters. Schoolie D wasn't gangster. He was like us. It was just something said, don't mess with that guy. I used to look at Schoolie D record covers and be like, oh, this dude is crazy.
Now, hold up. We recently had Son of the 215 on here, and he said that Ice-T said that Schoolie D was the first gangster rapper.
Mm-hmm. I give you that. He was the first one that taught what things that NWA was saying, especially like when you get older, things that NWA was saying, Ice-T was saying, that cadence, 6 a.m, police at my door. That's Schoolie D all day. He created the style. He talked that talk. He first talked about cocaine in the music. I love Schoolie D. I think Schoolie D it's like my big brother. He gave me so much game. It was incredible. Later on in his career, because he was crazy. Like, he didn't care. Like, I don't know if we can cuss on this, but Lady B always told a story of him giving her his record, because he had his own label. Breeze had his own label.
Wow.
They did their own thing. That's what I admired. I admired MC Breeze with that artwork that was on their label. That wasn't from Jive and Capitol and all the Coach Chillin'. That was from, these dudes paint their own records. I was drawn to that. So drawn to their records made me listen to, I was a fan of PSK. That's all you heard. Tough Crew, My Part of Town. I'm thinking it's on 99. It got to be all over the world. I didn't know this was just kind of like a Philly cult thing, which eventually did become worldwide. But you didn't even have enough push with your own label to make a record go from Philadelphia to California. But in Philadelphia, with Lady B, Mimi, and anybody else that decided to play music, these guys was the biggest things you ever heard of. Breeze, and like I said, Breeze, Schoolie D is who I clung to, but Breeze had the Will Smith type style that was, talking about, he told stories, great stories. Schoolie told great stories, but they were graphic. Like listen to Schoolie D was like looking at like a great rated R movie from that term. And nobody talk about this. So Lady B, like, the guy give me the record, like my first single. This is my first single, or this is my next single at the PSK. And she like, Schoolie, I can't play this. I can't play no record called Mr. Big Dick. But he didn't have no censoring, and he didn't care. That's what made Schoolie D incredible, because he didn't care. He didn't have any rules to break. So yeah, me looking at that is like, I just couldn't do it. But as far as gangsters and shootouts and killing anybody, and I mean, these dudes packed the 52nd Street, the YMCA. They always had great shows, man. You don't hear about the people that was doing the killing and the shooting was the audience. It wasn't them, as far as I'm concerned. Like I said, I don't know what they did in their private life, but as far as what I saw with my eyes, these were some cool dudes. Like I said, Schoolie D artwork was menacing to me. That was enough to be like, I ain't messing with him. He got a block haircut and muscles. And when I meet him, you're like, that's the dude, Schoolie D. You got the dark glasses on. I thought Tone Love from Tough Crew was just the toughest thing. But either way, even all that north side, they told their stories from the North Philly. They ain't like, we was out there killing and bucking and shooting and killing and knocking. And the voice, Ice Dog. You got stuff that's memorable about Tough Crew, their voice, their rhymes, their image. None of it was killer. None of this stuff that any of these guys rapped about, except for Schoolie D maybe, that you would think somebody gonna go to jail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that was just my opinion. But as far as Ice-T and them, because Ice-T credit Schoolie D, NWA credit Schoolie D, Scarface credit Schoolie D.
Wow.
So yes, he did create gangster music, but that didn't fly with me. As far as, I like him, I'm gonna be gangster too. I was like, I can't say this stuff this guy's saying. This guy's crazy.
Right.
And then when I meet him, it's like, he's a fun guy. He's funny. He's awesome. He's an incredible dude.
Now, in that era, was it hard to get on a radio station, or was radio station, did it play a factor into your career?
College radio, we got a lot of play. KDU, I think it was Drexel was KDU.
Okay.
Princeton Station up in Jersey. We was on all that. This is before Urban Expression. Like I said, I didn't get on Urban Expression until I was a solo artist in 2002. I think I got on Urban Expression, I got on Urban Expression 98, 99. That's when my group broke up. And Urban Expression kind of launched Supreem, the Regulator solo artist. But before then, we would get on, like I said, we was clean. So they would get us on all the college stations and we'd be up. Dr. Shock had us on everything. Like he had to. My only gripe with that is he would have all of us.
Right.
It's 5 groups, 5 or 6 groups, girl group, solo girl group, Rhyme Alliance, which was my partner, me, solo. But we was family. We did shows together. We did block parties together. We did McGonagall Hall together. Anybody needed a show from Dark World Entertainment, you got all of us. And my only thing is we didn't push who was the hottest. Because he didn't want to slight nobody.
Okay.
In my opinion. I don't think Shock wanted to make somebody feel like you're the star and these guys are the Jackson 5s.
Right.
You Tito.
Right.
And you're Michael.
Well, speaking of
But mainstream radio, nah. Lady B would slip a record
shout
in.
outs to Lady B.
Lady B would slip us on every once in a while. Cosmic Kev would slip us on every once in a while. Rand was my man. DJ Rand was my guy. Rand would slip on. So they would slip us on. They slip us on.
But it didn't play a factor.
It didn't play a factor.
Yeah, because so I know today.
But I know why now. But it's cool.
Okay. So I know today with the whole, how can I put it? The whole getting on a radio. People like the artists, they are like, well, listen, man, if I can get that one spin on a radio, you know what I'm saying? My record could take off. So I'm like, was it like that back in the day?
Man, you was just appreciative. You get to hear your record and you home and you hear it on the radio, you would think that would be like that's everybody's story in New York.
Right.
Man, we heard our radio. We heard our record for the first time. We stopped the car and got outside dancing. And next thing you know, we on a world tour. We across the street. We Dougie Fresh and this. Man, that thing happened in Philadelphia. You can hear your record on the radio 1,000 times. If they play it one time or however many times they play it, you kind of really ain't going nowhere. Unless you somebody's guy from the radio station or you paid a lot of money. Like to learn how that happened, to learn how that goes, it broke my heart a little bit.
Wow. And Urban Expression, kind of help, push your career forward.
Wow, yeah.
Okay. And shout outs to Shelly Shell, Keith from up the block, man.
Best boss in the world.
What up, Monica?
Yeah.
What up, Monica?
Money on the scene.
So okay, around that era, I say that was what actually that was the Rockefeller days, the early Rockefeller days.
Before that.
It was before that.
Before that.
Way before that. Like our big dream as the Regulators, I tell you no lie. This when Ed Box and Roz was the host.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Active was the DJ.
Right.
Our whole thing was we just wanted to get on TV.
Well, not the Regulators. I'm talking about when you was when you became a solo artist. So you said like 2002.
Right. 2, 3. Yeah. Well, 98.
Okay.
98
right. 98. So hey, that's the Puff Daddy, the Mace era. That's when everybody was getting real hot. And one thing that I did see on another interview, Kid from Ken Play, they said that they was actually on tour with NWA.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the reasons that they were on tour with NWA is because the guy that the people that was booking them played it safe.
Oh yeah.
So if they had a group like Ken and Play that don't cuss and they really clean with it, it was easy to, put NWA, on the same card, on the same booking that night.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do that also play a part in, in your career early?
With 2 things with the Urban Expression thing. For one, I didn't want to do it. I was a rapper.
Okay.
I got a band now.
Right.
Drums. I've been in white bands. with the guitar, the bass players, everything going on. I done been across the country with a band.
Okay.
I've been the Warped Tour. I've been the first black guy outside. I've been the first rap artist to be ever played on WMMR besides the Beastie Boys and Eminem.
Okay.
I don't know they played anybody, but that's the world I left hip hop for to go for. And I say all that to say that I never wanted a band. When the Roots came out, I thought it was the corniest thing in the world because 2 turntables and a microphone, that's it. TV, you go square then. You square when you get on TV from being an MC. My whole thing was to be the best lyrical MC on the planet. I don't need no band. I need DJ, tracks. I need a good producer. I need these pen and the paper. I thought TV was whack, but I wanted to be on there to be interviewed. That was, like I said, the biggest thing in the world was to be on Urban Expressions, even if you just go on there saying hi, shout out to such and such. So it was our big thing to be on there, but they was looking for a new replacement for Keith because Ed Box, who was the guy on the TV every week, he took over the front office, become executive. So that left the hosting spot open for Keith, which left the Word on the Street spot open for a new talent. And Shock and Shelly and all of us was cool. We was great. By then, we've been on Urban Expression 1,000 times. My first time on Urban Expression was with the Fat Cat Clique. My man Rashid Watkins took the Fat Cat Clique up there, right? So I've been on Urban Expression. My dream came true to get on Urban Expressions for the first time and to be saying, hey, Mom, I'm on Urban Expression. The thing that killed it, the kid that got me on there was, it was like, yo, we looking for a new person. And Shock was like, try Supreem out. And Shock was genius. That's my brother forever. That's my man. He's smart. He was try Supreem out. I was like, I'm not, first of all, I don't want to act. I'm a rapper. And he was like, fool. I don't know if he called me fool, but in my mind, he called me fool. He was like, every artist that trying to get their record played or times that you don't have a record, you'll be on TV every weekend. And you'll be interviewing the people that you're trying to be on with and be like, they're trying to see you for an interview. Try it. I gave in, I tried it. Because I didn't want to be, so to me, I got it down packed now, cold. But then it was like, you give me my lines and I'm reading my lines. I'm like stiff robot, like, oh, robot man, hey, today on Word on the Street. Not bad. But my thing was I got to make sure I say every line, every word. Keith gave me some advice to make sure I had personality. He's like, when you talk to that camera, he's like, this news, you wouldn't tell your best friend this news. He's like, you know darn well, if you seen your best friend, you'll be like, yo, let me tell you, such and such had the gun, and they came back, and they dropped him, and they put him on the joint, and I swear to God, yo. And ever since then, because I said my first word on the streets was like, robot man, I'm here to tell you about Nelly's first case, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
After he gave me that, I look at a camera, to this day, even that camera, I look at it like it's my best friend, which I call it Mike Check. Mike Check is my best friend. And I look at that camera and I'm talking to Mike Check. But that day on, I guess a personality was born. I fell in love with Urban Expression. Every opportunity for movies. I've been in a movie with Snoop Dogg, Ice-T, and Ja Rule, Crime Partners, because of being on Urban Expression. I get movie roles. Yo, you the guy from Urban Expression. Can you say these lines? Rick Watson's movies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everything that happened to me was because I got on Urban Expression. That's why I said, yeah, I was reluctant. That's why I got the band. I was like, yo, he was right about Urban Expression, so he got to be right about the music.
So touching base back on Urban Expression, I sent something to your phone. Right?
Uh-oh.
And this should take you right where you was talking about
I ain't get it.
95, 96. Huh?
Oh, here we go. Nope, I ain't get it. Everybody talking about the Eagles.
You ain't get it? I ain't seen no text.
Oh, they won. No.
Hold up.
I ain't get it. You know what?
yet?
I don't have no service down here.
Oh.
Yeah, I ain't got no service. I seen
No,
it.
just show it to me.
I was over there with the SOS. I just remember, I ain't get no service. I'm gonna get all this when I get home. Star Bright Entertainment, skating party. Yup. The wild skate. Wow, you got this.
So,
You know what the funny thing
take
about
us
it?
back to
Star
that.
Bright is a name that I've seen forever. Same logo.
30 years.
Yeah,
almost.
same logo, right?
30 years almost.
No. I think y'all was our competition.
No.
I mean, not to be like that, but anybody that had a entertainment, y'all was putting on the shows. Y'all had it going
We was
on.
uniting all of y'all together.
But it's the same thing we were doing.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But I mean, no shade.
yeah.
No shade. And nothing in none of our hearts.
Right.
Shelly
Exactly.
on down, Keith. We'll work with everybody. Like this right here is
Yes.
proof.
Yes.
We'll do anything.
So we all
But I
collectively
felt like
worked, right?
I felt like it was still like it's a competition. It was a
Right,
competition.
right.
Y'all was there.
Yeah.
Starbright was there. Urban Expression was there. And it's like
The regulators was
regular
on top.
and to have a relationship with everybody as a rapper, because I wasn't TV only. I still was an MC. I still was an artist. Still put out records. My first time on Urban Expression was promoting my solo. No, my first time on Urban Expression as a artist was promoting the Regulators, pretty much our last project. And then that rolled into Supreme's new solo project, and Urban had my back. So the funny thing about it is I don't think we kind of recognized, we had tunnel vision. We just didn't, we didn't really care about what everybody was doing. We just only stuck to our program and what we was doing. But me as an artist, I had to represent Starbright. I had to be at y'all stuff.
Right.
Y'all booked me on y'all stuff.
Right.
So it was a different ball game. Man, nobody was upset about it. It was like, why you doing this stuff? It was like, how you know them? I'm like, hey, I know everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
Yeah,
crazy though.
Our paths have crossed for
A
so
lot.
many years.
Emails.
And through emails. Through
Email. You see that Starbright, it's like,
Yeah.
Joe's still around.
And the regulators are still around.
And
You're still
the
around.
Urban Expression is still
Everybody's
around. They're
still
still
around.
giving out their awards. Like I said, we might not be on TV all crazy, but our legacies and I remember Franchise TV with Ronnie Ryan and Grand Rizzo Rasheen. And he was like, yo, I know y'all don't be forgetting about Franchise. I said, I could never forget about y'all because y'all put me on the radio. Rasheen put me on the radio. Ronnie Ryan put me on TV. It's like, yo, man, I remember everything. You know what I'm saying? I lived from it all from 89 to now.
Right.
So I seen it come, I seen them go,
Right.
I seen them get big, I seen them go low. And and yeah, you be like, oh, you never blew up to become the Fresh Prince of the Bel Air or whoever. And it was cool, but I kept a steady rise. I kept a steady, and my promise myself was, I go backwards, or I get on stage, somebody boo me, I'm 55. Somebody boo me, or say, oh, gee, you corny, or what the horrible lyrics are those? Where you get them from? You sound like the rapping Duke. No disrespect, but because, it's people my age still like, yo, I'm hippity hop, the hip hop. If it get to there, I quit. If my kids be like, Dad, that's it. put a rope on him. Get the hook. But my show is just as exciting as it was. I mean, my roots is solid.
Right.
So I'm good. You know what I mean?
That's key. So running it up to down, I see you a lot in AC. Rocking with a whole crew. I mean, Fire Nation, everybody. Like, what's going on?
Shout out to 144.
144.
We got the hat on today. That was something started by me and Judah Priest. Well, it's something started by Judah Priest from Wu-Tang Clan affiliate.
Wait a minute, Judah Priest.
Yeah, that's my brother.
So A few years ago, I say what, 2016, we had a radio station. Well, he had a radio station, and we had a segment on there called Rap Box, and we actually interviewed that guy, Jude the Priest.
With the deep voice. What up, son?
Yeah. Sound like a straight Wu-Tang guy.
Yeah. He's been around too long.
Yeah,
But-
he was
but it's all
good. Yeah, he was good, man. So go ahead.
So
But I think that kind of came from my affiliation with Wu-Tang early. I knew Judah when he was 16. I was cool with Buddha Monk and the Dirty.
all right.
Buddha and Dirty. Buddha was in the Regulators' first video.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
after the Dirty concert, after the Wu-Tang concert, Buddha stayed back, and I asked them to be in our video, and they showed up. I was like, and then they actually bought real bottles because we had the props. We was pouring water in the champagne glasses.
Oh yeah.
Remember
I've
that?
seen video.
Dances.
Wait. Dances.
And
yeah.
he said, "Come on, where the real champagne? Now y'all ain't got no real champagne." And he bought champagne. He poured everybody real champagne. So me and Buddha been cool ever since. Every time Wu-Tang come for a basketball game, and this is like before Urban Expression, or around, our relationship with Urban Expression was getting tight. Our relationship with Wu-Tang was getting tight. So even their manager today, Jimmy Kane, called me the Philadelphia Wu-Tang Connection. So then I meet Judah through another friend, shout out to Bruce, and my man Bruce like, yo, I got this guy from Wu-Tang, and he my friend, we going short. So me and Judah hit it off. He was like, Judah don't forget nothing. He's like, I said, this is my drinking day, so I don't remember too much. This is stuff that I do remember is crazy. Cause I'll be like, yo, I was told up that day. But anyway, he was like, I remember when you and Buddha used to hang together, me and G from Wu-Tang.
Okay.
And they would play the celebrity basketball game, and we would put Judah in because he could play. And we was like, I'm not playing the basketball. Buddha Monk's like 400 or 500 pounds. He's 400 pounds. I'm drunk as hell. So we send the young buck there, and it was end up being Judah Priest. So he's like, I've been knew you, Supreem. So anyway, we hits it off. He starts this thing, 144,000 chosen few. We had 3 kind of branches of it, but this last branch is the Fire Nation, Lights Out. The whole crew. We got brothers from Virginia, Father Time, Smooth, Mass Beats, and Grand Centennial, and we got a family, and we play a lot because our record companies now are all under Who Mag Distribution.
Shout out to Rob Swords.
Rob Schwartz. So when we do them shows, the 144 be there, and plus I do celebrity boxing with Damon Feldman. That's my partner. And most of our matches has been in Atlantic City, so I'm always performing down in Atlantic City with celebrity boxing, and I'm always performing with the Rob Schwartz. He called of us, one of us or all of us for everything. We in Distro Fest, November 18th.
Yeah.
November 8th to the 11th. Yeah. So I want to do Atlantic City residency so bad. I want to get a crib down there. I'm there so much. I love it. It's not too far from Philly, but it feel like you went somewhere.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Celebrity boxing going to Jamaica soon, so I'm gonna be there. That's gonna really be somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure I get an invite to that.
Oh, please, definitely.
We Untold will be out there.
And so with the celebrity boxer, Rob Schwartz, I'm in Atlantic City constantly.
So touching base on the groups, does it feel full circle when y'all were doing the Regulators and Dr. Shot with all the other different groups? It's almost a similarity right there.
Yeah, because one reason, because everybody in 144 is good.
Definitely.
So
I had a chance to experience.
It's not even like, if I have an album release party, I gotta have my brother Lights Out or Fire Nation or my artist Lacey B. Just like, cause we all got our own little, like Fire Nation got her Miller Fire.
Yeah.
Lights is working with DJ 7. They got their thing. I got my thing with Lacey B and Gallo Loch Ness and Whitney Payton, who took me on tour. It's just, everybody got their own thing, and it's just one big. So borrowing from the Wu-Tang Clan's blueprint, we've actually started our own movement that we don't have to necessarily say, hey, we 144 and we affiliate of Wu-Tang. That's the secondary conversation. The relationship with Wu-Tang is because of the relationship with Wu-Tang, with Urban Expressions and Wu-Tang. We've covered them from day one. I've been cool with Method Man, Redman from day one. From when they first, Judah lived with them. You know what I'm saying? He moved to Staten Island from North Philly. So me and his connection brought our connection to the forefront. Only thing, like I said, he talks like him.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Not saying anything. I mean, you be somewhere long enough. Yeah. I was in Arkansas as a kid. I came back saying 10. So I get it. But I love that shit. All right, son. It cracks me up, though. That's why I changed my name to Supreem the Regulator, because of the Wu-Tang.
Okay.
Them cats, my name was MC Supreem. My name was Marley Marl. But they was like, yo, they got a Marley Marl, bro. You got to change your name. So I was like, all right. So I used to write little graffiti, because I thought I was a graffiti guy, too. Marley Marl, the MC Supreem. So I said, all right, we take the Marley Marl off. No more MC Marley Marl. Now I'm just the MC Supreem. And then lo and behold, here comes Wu-Tang, 5% Nation. So we cool with Wu-Tang. We at every show with Wu-Tang. Urban Expression interviewing all the Wu-Tang all the time. And there's always somebody, you God body. And if you don't lay down them degrees of laws and the 120s,
what's the day's
mathematics? And I'm like, bro, my name is Supreme. I don't have the day's mathematics. Because you're supposed to get a beat down for that. Yeah. I'm like, yo, I'm not God body. I just respectfully. I'm not God body. I do have knowledge of self, but I'm not God body. And they usually respect that. So I said, I got to change this, man. Because it was supreme mathematics, supreme knowledge, supreme supreme. So I said, Supreme the Regulator. That way that identifies me with the group that used to be. I was a part of the Regulators because you had the afro, the gold teeth, because we was Wu-Tang fam. But I'm saying, I was known as the crazy regulator or the drunk regulator. And my partner was the ball regulator. But I was like, so they know us. So now I'm Supreme the Regulator. So that kind of eliminated, and I spelled it Supreem. So I changed it. So that eliminated all the God body questions and you God body, what's the day's mathematics? And it's all love to them brothers too. But I was just sick of that. I was like, yo, one day I'm gonna get the beat down because I'm gonna be like, man, I don't know.
Now let me ask you something. With today's hip hop and from just versus the era that you came from and you developed your you yourself as a rapper in that era, how do you coexist with today's hip hop artists?
I love them. And we always kept some young bucks under us as the Regulators, as Supreme, the Rezarekta. My artist, Lisi B, she is a dynamite artist. She into that new thing. And me and her connect on the vibe of the song. And I get down on their level, but she come up to my level too. Like, we gonna have some bars and verses and some metaphors and some phrases and some witty. So she got it. But she say her generation is the vibe. And even the trap beats, when the producers like Gallo send me a trap beat, me and Whitney and Lisi, we get on there and body that thing. And the thing about it is, old heads be like, why are you trying to be like the young bucks? And I'm like, I'm not trying to be like that. I'm an artist.
Right.
So if this is where music is going, George Clinton said, if you don't change with the time, you're going to get rolled on or rolled over. So I change with the time, but I don't leave my root. I don't leave my core. But the difference is from today, and this is certain artists, like today, rap is deadly. Murder, death, kill. And that's from the top on down to the bottom, record labels all the way down to radio. This is what y'all promote. So when now that the seed y'all planted or let seep in, which is murder, death, kill, killing everybody, I wish I could talk to some of these young guys. I ain't know rap was, I think a killing that's going on in Philadelphia is drug related. I ain't know what's wrong with rap. It's this guy versus that guy and his crew versus that crew. Are you serious? Because I didn't get what Meek Mill was saying. He was like, yo, I could get y'all all deals, but y'all got to stop the war. And I was like, what war? It's rap wars. So I'm going down the rabbit hole of who's who and what's what. And I'm like, oh, these is rappers. They just disrespecting, like it's the drill thing. And I get it. I figure that's Chicago's thing or New York thing. I'm like, Philly's drilling? So now I see why the killing is happening. But the difference between my day and we had, because Philly was the home, and I think a lot of it come from the battle rap. Because Philly was known for the spitters. We the spitters. And I'm a spitter, but I'm a songwriter. I'm a party guy. I like to party. So me and you having a battle mean my lyrics are better than your lyrics. Not I could kill you better than you could kill me. So the spitters was about take your face off, get the razor and take the chase off. And I said, I don't get that. But it grew into now it's a whole genre, battle rap genre, and it's about how can I totally disrespect you on stage? I've seen Will Smith battle people in the park live. Disrespect everything, freestyle off the top. I've seen Breeze do it. Disrespect off the top, from your haircut to your sneakers. Never once was they gonna kill you. Never once did they take your face off. So, but you know what I'm saying? So battle rap. Not saying that that's not a genre or just not a legit thing or that's not something because there's clearly an audience for it, and they make a lot of money. Shout out to E-Ness. I think he's one of the greatest that do it because he's a spitter. But I love spitting. I love the spitters without the violence. And I don't want to sound like grandpop either. But at the same time, hip hop ain't fun no more. When my day, you could be a spitter, but you had fun. Like the feeling of even getting into the game in the early 80s, learning what hip hop was for me, then going to New York and seeing how I get down there, I went to where the movies was. Like, I wanted to see what Beat Street, Wild Style, and Breaking looked like for real. I went to the Bronx, like my people, I go to the Bronx every year as a kid. I'm like, now I'm going on as a business trip in the air and the excitement, but never once I'm like, and you could get robbed, you could get killed, you could be, especially being from another city, but it just wasn't no air danger. And I don't even know if it's an air danger now because I still go to everywhere I want to go, Atlantic City. Like now and I'm just looking at the mobsters I love gang related stuff.
Yeah,
I love mob stuff. I love, but that wasn't my world. I was a part of it. I could read about Nicky Scarfo and Al Capone all day. Gangs, Crips and Bloods, I could read about that all day. Slaves and Black history, that's my thing. I love that content. Just educational. But as far as now, it's just like, you guys are operating like mobsters.
So I remember growing up, the first piece of rap that I heard was KRS-One, Black Cop. I remember going to Pastoria School. I forgot what grade I was in, but when I heard that, and I heard Public Enemy, Fight the Power, Rebel Without a Pulse, like those type of songs I grew up listening to.
Yep.
And it had a message. It had a strong message. It wasn't, hey, kill your own kind or kill that other kind. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It was like a message. Yo, stay in school. Let's learn. Let's smarten
learn.
up. Let's learn.
Learn.
Exactly. Just to hear today's music is not on. It's not touching that. Now, Nas did have I Know I Can't Remember that song. So, when he had that, I thought, hey, hip hop was coming back, doing a full surface on that. But it just dived into, like you said earlier, the drill, the trap. How do you feel, with all the killing, the artists that's dying behind making music?
And we had our Biggie and Tupac. But, I didn't think it could get no crazier than that. But that's like two people that had a problem with each other. Not my rap better than your rap. But I like what Public Enemy always said. We are the CNN of the ghetto. we are reporting Tough Crew, perfect example. They just gave the lowdown on what's happening in North Philly. I knew I ain't want to go too much to North Philly on no stupid stuff because of what Tough Crew lyrics was. I knew what the bottom was because of B-Force. And I knew what West Philly was because of Schoolie D. And this is our people. You know what I'm saying? This is Philadelphia's tough guys. You know what I mean? So, yes, the music today is just, there's no balance. Like you said, it's not unusual. And NWA also was conscious. They wasn't just, they was a little more raw. I ain't never heard that many curse words in my life. But even then, I had the CD, explicit lyrics, Luke, explicit lyrics. I love that music. But they talked about how F the Police is about police brutality. Public Enemy and NWA to me was same coin, different sides. Luke was, back in my day, I was called the Philly Luke because I didn't rap about fighting and killing. I talked about go to the party, get the girls, get drunk, and having some sex. And I get a little graphic. I did Luke way before Luke was there. I got crunk before Little John. Clearly, you know what I'm saying? To this day, my show is turned up. I'm a turn up artist. But now my message is a little bit more, just light inspiration and love as opposed to I'm just trying to combat the murder, death, kill thing. Because it is an alternative. Like I said, this stuff did exist in the 90s. You could get the raunchiest record in the world. But when they went on tour, De La Soul, Ice-T, MC Lyte, Lil' Kim, whatever, all on the same bill. And you enjoyed it because it was hip hop. The good, the bad, the ugly, whatever one part of it you liked, you was there for it. But now it's just one-way street, straight to hell.
Hey, now speaking of Kim, today's female rappers, they are more exploiting themselves, if you agree.
Yeah.
Do you believe that female artists like Lil' Kim or Foxy, Queen Pen, like did they birth that type of music?
I think Lil' Kim, Foxy, they did birth a Nicki Minaj. And Nicki Minaj did birth a Glorilla. And so on and on. But who did Salt and Pepper birth? Which is they kind of did everybody. Roxanne Shante, she was raunchy, but she was the Millie Jackson of hip hop to me. Raunchy, but she could go rap. Can't get no classier than Moni Love, Light, and Latifah. They ladies. I got 2 daughters, man. You think I want my daughter to look at Glorilla or MC Lyte? They used to wear the jean jackets. I thought Salt and Pepper was the sexiest things on earth. And they had all their clothes on. They had everything covered. Everything, they had the leather jackets on. The boots was just on point. The hairdos was just right. Lady B is probably the queen of rap music of the D. Yeah, you can't get no finer than Lady B. Right. Mimi was fine. These is like the ladies that we look up to, right? So when did all that turn into, and if you want to be a stripper rapper, rap to your culture. Radio is like, it's gangster music all over again. So you kill Public Enemy, Poor Righteous Teachers, and you promote this new genocide music. And this is what's selling to the kids. Kids gonna listen to whatever you put in their ears every day. I couldn't hear Luke at 7 in the morning, and he probably was the biggest rapper of the 80s and 90s.
Right.
But I couldn't hear him when I get dressed for school. I hear Dougie Fresh. I hear something clean if you heard rap at all, right? So now radio is like, it's all good. As long as you don't say the curse word, we know what she's saying. But what is that doing to my daughter? Shout out to my daughter. Both of them doing well. I don't even know if my youngest daughter know what a Lil' Kim is. But, my oldest daughter's a little hip. She into the Kodak Black and she put me on to these new artists. and she 22. So when she was 16, 17, I'm finding out what an XXX Tentacion is. I'm finding out, and I like these dudes. A little Uzi Vert. She turned me on to all. I took her to see the Migos, Uzi. It's because I didn't want to be that dad. My mom took me to hip hop shows, and all she listened to was Diana Ross. But she did that for me, and got out the movie theater like, this is the most ridiculous stuff I've ever heard in my life. So I'm not gonna do that to my child. She wanna go see the concert, and this artist, I'm like, these new dudes, man, they got pocketbooks and fingernail polish. And next thing I know, I'm like, yo, this little dude is bad, man. This little dude is killing it. Cause I respect a show. I respect how you got there. But your content, to me, you talking to my daughter about taking it in the bathroom and pulling the pants to the side. And I'm like, what? What the hell is he saying? Which is fine. If that's what you say, that's your thing you want to express. But do I got to hear that 7 o'clock in the morning on our number one station? So who you with? Where is the conscious rapper? Because then I'll say, well, that's where everybody rapping. But no, there's an underground where artists is conscious, political, anti-sexist. These are underground artists, these white artists, these Tech Nines, and these artists that you had. Jelly Roll was a hip-hop artist. Now he's the biggest thing in the country, but I was on tour with Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll was a spitter. The hip-hop is underground, is somewhat white. There's some brothers in there from Detroit, and they spitting, and they got a following, and they selling a lot of records, but they just ain't mainstream, because the mainstream somehow want to push drop it like it hot, bust it wide open.
Sex, money, and drugs.
Sex, money, and drugs. And there was a place for sex, money, and drugs. Just where sex, money, and drugs belong, in the underground. You want to hear sex, money, and drugs, go to that club or go see those shows. But now every stadium got to be the sex, money, drug crew. Where is the let's make America not too great? No. But you know what I'm saying? Like let's make hip hop great again. Let's make hip hop
safe again.
Safe again. Let's make hip hop fun again. Let's make hip hop. Can you smile in hip hop anymore?
I don't think it's cool.
Like is it cool? And we was tough. We was tough. You couldn't go to no Ram Squad concert, which is geeking, asking for a picture. Every time here, can I get a picture with you? They'd be like, whip your ass up in there. But we had personality. You know, Tommy Hill had personality. You can't get no bigger personality than Tommy Hill. You can't get no bigger personality than the brothers in Non-Brigade. They taught me that I could smile on stage and actually have a good time. I learned that from Task Force and the UMCs. Like, then it came along the Busta Rhymes and the Public Enemy. You can't get no greater show than Public Enemy and Busta, Missy, classy lady, Missy Elliott. And I'm sitting here like, we're here. So why is this being pushed? And it's fine. It can coexist. But like I said, there's no balance. If the balance is there, De La Soul was the grass-eating, flop pop hole in my lawn. Was on tour with Scarface. They booked it. They packaged the bills up very like your CD collection. Now your stream is what they want you to stream, what they pushing, and it's crazy.
Speaking of streams, what is a stream?
It's about the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life, but it is what it is. As a content creator, you know that it's about your views. You just went viral. Maybe I should go viral. Mickey Mouse beat up Snow White, slapped her 3 times, knocked her ass out. She came back, was like, Tupac did it. Anyway, shout out to my man Tommy Too Smooth. But you see what I'm saying? Y'all in that algorithm now. That's streaming. But now I think the stream is a little different because it's controlled. It's like, all right, let's turn the water off on these guys, but turn the water on these guys. So now MC Stupid got a whole bunch of stream, and Sister Like Rhapsody seemed like she ain't doing too good. And she the one that's pretty much carrying the torch of the Latifahs and the Lights. I see, but one thing you can't hide is a great show, a great performance. You cannot deny that these guys are dying on stage, or they dying, literally dying in the streets. but suck on stage. Stage shows the kids ain't even excited about it. Now, the music industry is at the lowest point right now because of streaming. You knew you liked Lauryn Hill. You know why? Because 10 million people went out and bought the CD. Fugees, Wu-Tang, the Regulators. Our sales was physical. Ain't nothing about no streaming. Now my sales now, physical. I keep a CD on me, baby. I keep a book on me because that's what you call tangible. I know that book went to somebody. They flipping through them pages. I know this CD went to somebody, whether they play it or not. It's in their house. Stream is whoever that owned the streaming or thought of it, because you know some record labels got some hands in it. When they say lights out, YouTube, lights out, all your stuff gone. Who are you now? All them viral moments, my viral moment. Where is it? It don't exist. So whoever got this gonna always have some music if they got my CD, physical copy. I don't pay my phone bill, my Apple is gone, and I'm gonna be hot because I'm spoiled now.
Right.
I'm used to. I don't want all them CDs in my. Man, I got so many CDs, and I was like, I'm throwing all this stuff away because anything I want to hear is on Apple. But what if I don't pay the $13? All my playlists don't mean a damn thing. My music. See, at first I was like, I'm not getting into that streaming stuff. As long as I'm on there, I'm cool. That's just, and it's bread. It's money. You got to sell a lot of streams to make 0.3. So we got to figure that out. And Congress is fighting. Shout out to the Grammy people with NARAS. They fight hard to get at least $1 because it ain't fair. Because whoever you pushing, they getting the stream. Man, first week sales for, I remember Memphis Bleak was here with Jay-Z, his debut album. And it was like, you know, we was on, and I did a lot of promo with Def Jam, Rockefeller. I was with the promo teams. I was cool with everybody. Man, I was good with everybody. Anyway, Bleak's whole thing was, we got to sell 100,000 units the first week or we flop. I was like, that's a lot of units. He sold it. He said, 150,000 for the first week. I was like, yo, I guess you ain't flop. He's like, no, my nigga, I didn't flop. But that was the goal. Right. Now these guys are like, if I sell 5,000, I done did it. Bro, they said one artist who's supposed to be backed by label and distribution, he sold 2,000 copies. Cause when your content is not, like I could get up, get me a good viral moment. Like this the time for Tommy Too Smooth put out a single, put out a record because he's gone. He's getting ready to go. He's gone. I mean, he's already a great comedian, but you know he was a rapper.
Yeah, absolutely.
My sister's a trip. My sister's a trip. Yo, that boy used to give me game about how foul the record company business was, and I never forget that. I was like, word? Yeah, I thought when you make a record, that was it. He was like, please.
That was that pop art, like
pop art. Word up. He was like, man, you sign one of them deals, you be lucky if you make. So streaming is robbery. But what we did back in the day, especially in Philadelphia, was robbery. So it don't make a difference. It's just a new way to rob an artist. This is the MC Breeze, Schoolie D pattern. Right. I follow that.
Okay.
Because you can't turn my lights out. As long as I got a trunk and a slide up to say book for sale, CD for sale, T-shirts for sale, my store always open. Some of these cats, they turn the lights out, they in the dark.
Right. Now, to your right, you have a book and you have a CD, and it's called Where I'm From.
Past is history.
Oh man, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I don't know what possessed me to write a book. I think I read Mace's book. Read DMX's book. I like biography. Like I say, I'm a weirdo. I love anything about music and artists and their story. I love Ray Charles is one of my favorite movies of all time as far as biopics and everything. But anyway, around that time, 2004. me and Dr. Shock was, we still doing our little community thing. And we had a community center, and we telling our stories. Like we talking now. We talking to the kids. We telling them all these great stories, meeting Jay-Z, meeting this one, meeting that one, being on Urban Expression, doing this. And we funny. We kill it, because this is our life. We just having a good time. We educating, but at the same time, we've been on the school tours with Malik Aziz and the mayor and different things. And I got on them tours because I was clean. You know what I mean? I was on tours with Major Figure, Rock, Freeway, Beans, Eve. And the thing was, they had got deals, super deals, but they was too dirty for the school. I was clean. So anyway, the kids was really getting into it. You met this one? You was on TV with that. Because, at this time, this is 2004. So we was old in. So you can imagine what we is now. You'd be like grandpops. But anyway, it was a publisher there. He's like, yo, you need to write a book. And I was like, man, I can't write no book. I didn't get I'm telling you stories that got us to nothing. And they like, nah, man, it's the struggle. It's the story is in the hustle and the drive that kept you going. I'm like, where's my, I ain't no Fresh Prince or something, you know what I mean? It's Fresh Prince or Supreme or whoever, you know what I mean? But my goal, I ain't ring the bell. I still got a few more chapters to go. And he was like, nah, your story. So my ego was like, everybody book had such written by, it's Supreme story, but it's written by whoever the writer was. I was like, man, ain't no writer gonna write my story. I'm gonna write my own story. And he was like, told me the best way to do it was to get a cassette. I had the micro cassette. He said, tell your story. So my head all of a sudden clicked off of everything music and concentrated on making this book. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a bit scratching, a little sweat drip down my thing. But anyway, I was one track mind, this book. And I said, I'm gonna tell from the beginning to that point. So that point was 2004. I was just getting started with my new band, which was, like I said, the Three White Cats that took me around the world. Well, not the world, but the country. But anyway, it took me out of this hip hop hell that I felt I was in. And I told the story to the tape. And a girl that was cool with me was like, and then I wrote it all out from the tape to composition books, about 4 composition books. And it was, white girl was like, I could type it for you. I was like, what? So she typed it. My man, Mark Mills, my brother, he was like, yo, I could, he worked at all the copy machines and all that. So he turned it into, put it on CD-ROM. Okay. And printed up maybe 10 binders. Okay. So I let Shelly read one. Dr. Shock is in the book, so I let him read one. Our lawyers, and this is like a lot of these things didn't have great relationships. I mean, I told my story. Whether you did me right or you did me wrong, I told my truth. You know what I'm saying? So I let my ex-girl read it, and everybody was like, "Yo, this is a really good book. Like, it's good. Your stories are authentic. They're good. Boom, boom." And I said, I still ain't get that ending. So in my mind, I'm still writing it. So then at this point, I just forgot about it, man. I started rocking with the bands. I went on tour with Whitney Payton. I got hooked up with Celebrity Boxing. I done made some of the baddest records in the world. Got some of the greatest awards from, you know what I mean? I lived life. And I was like, the book is in the basement. It's just, I do have a book. So Damon Feldman, who is my partner in Celebrity Boxing, he wrote a book. And his book is The 16-Minute Man, because he always said he give everybody a 16th minute. Anyway, he was like, bro, you should write a book. I said, I got a book. And he was like, no, why we don't put it out? And I'm like, I'm still writing it. I still got things I got to figure it out. I said, my book been written since 2004. He was like, no, come on, it don't matter when, let's put it out. So Shelly Shell was like, Supreme, whatever happened to that book you had? And this is 2 years ago. Supreme, whatever happened to that book? You want to put it out or what? And I was like, Shelly, Shelly, I got a little couple more things. I done did a lot since 2004. I done did a whole lot. It was a rough writing from the beginning to 2004. Because I took it from, it's a hip hop love story. Okay. It's when I got in touch with hip hop all the way to 2004, which was the current time when I wrote it. So I was like, I got 2004 to 24. There, it's like, well, at this point, 2022. That's a lot of writing. And I was like, I don't want to go back down that rabbit hole no more. That's a lot. I'm talking about give your soul out to the book. Anyway, Shelly like, let's make it our goal. You know, she's a goal person. Our goal for 2023 is that you're coming out with this book. And I said, and one thing with me and Damon Feldman is a celebrity boxer. He's like, yo, put it on the gram and see, like even the fight that I did. Cause I done boxed. I did the boxing match. I did a lot. I was like, man, I can't write about all this. I'll be in the house for another 2 years writing about what I've done in the last 10 years, 20 years, you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
But anyway, he said, just put it up and show that you show me the manuscript. So I had that's what happened. My girl brought the manuscript over. We kind of broke up. So she was like, hey, I found this in the basement. And I just started reading it. And I said, this is a good book. And I dusted, it's dusty. And Damon was like, just put it on there, tell everybody you putting the book out. He's social media, man. I said, yo, I know y'all been telling me y'all wanted it. It's done. The book is done. That joint took off. Just like when I told him that nobody want to see me box, bro. My viral moment was when we were supposed to box Stitches, and it went everywhere. Wow. I'm like, ain't nobody want to see that no more. I'm older, I'm heavier. I was too old then. But anyway, the boxing match went off because he said, took a picture of me and Hazel Roche, put it out there. Would you like to see Supreem box? Everybody, yeah! So then I had to box. I'm that guy. I don't know what's stupid in me that make me say, if it's a go, it's a go. But anyway, I put the manuscript up and it went nuts on Instagram. So I said, well, I guess I got to put a book out.
Everybody was waiting for it.
Everybody was waiting on it. So I said, well, do I rewrite it? What do I do with this book? So I said, you know what? Something came to me was like, I'm going to write a preface. And I'm going to just talk about, and my first thing you read about in the book is, since this book was written, I've done this, I've done that, I've been here, I've done this, I've got this award, I've worked with this person, I met this person, I did that. It is a nice little chapter about, it's like a catch-up. And I said, so now that you know everything that I am, now I'm going to take you back to the beginning. And then I take you back from the first time I heard rap music and fell in love with it. And I tell you the story all the way up to making this record, which is my first solo record that me and Dr. Shock did when I broke up from the Regulators. So it's basically a story leading up to how I became Supreem, the solo artist, and the things that I went through with labels, who I've met, what I've done. So anyway, it's written. It's written. And I self-published it. That's another reason I didn't put it out in 2004, because I wasn't with the publishing game. It didn't sound too, it didn't sound fair. But now the publishing game is, you know how everything is now. You write it, book baby, you self-publish it, it's yours. I just want to own everything. I don't want to be partners with nobody, unless your name is Simon Schuster or whoever. So I self-published the book. I done sold out twice. I sell out every show we do. We sell a lot of copies. People are very interested in the story because it's the truth. And it's basically how the Philadelphia game went from day one that I learned that I wanted to be a rapper to becoming a real rapper, TV show, movie guy, to the point of I don't even want to rap no more because I don't like where it's going. And that's the end of the book. But it's a great story, especially the comeback of the preface. And it's called From Bands to Boxing to Books. And it's perfect. And it was just perfect. So I hired a book coach.
Sequel. That's what you did, the follow-up.
The follow-up is nuts, though, because everybody, you know you're going to write another one. I was like, I don't know, man. I'm talking about, when you talking about blood, sweat, tears, memory. I used to call my partner, I used to call my partner from the Regulators, like, how much did they charge us to do this? And, you know what I'm saying? And, everybody was hitting me off with some tidbits that I didn't remember, but everything that I needed to remember came flooding out up until 2004, which was pretty much the urban expression years. 2004, I was heavy on urban expression. You know what I mean? The band was out. The last chapter talks about pretty much my interview with Ines and the band at the, I guess the club on Delaware Avenue. They had their release party, and I went there and I met Trina. I mean, and it's just reflecting, like, the last chapter of the book is like, I did this. Like, I did this. And no money, lot of help, a lot of no help, no backing, no drug dealing money, nothing but hard work. So if you want to get in the game, this book is a blueprint to show you how to do 20, 30 years of hard work to become what they call a legend at this point. But people don't want that. They want to get it in 5 minutes. They want the algorithm to make them a star. They want to do something stupid, fall down the steps and go viral to become a star. A lot of the people that's doing, I guess, selling music now, I don't know their music. I just know their stories from the blogs of who they slapped, who they beat, who they did, who they slept with, what reality show, what they. Oh, they have an album out too. And I'd be like, let me hear their music. Then I hear the music like, oh my God. No wonder you gotta do something so stupid or sleep with somebody because you are horrible. But that's the norm. Horrible music is just like, it's like acceptable. Exceptional music, which is why I put out the CD with it. It's pretty much my best work. And I put it out as like a soundtrack to the book. All new music, top producers. And the next record is about to be, because I don't believe in just give me some tracks. No, I work with people, like 144 producers, Smooth Mass Beats, my man Gallo, David Ivory, who's a Grammy nominated for the
Dave.
Yeah, man. So it's like these my people, man. I'm not looking for everybody like, yo, you want? I got beats, OG. I'll be like, I'm good. I don't rap. I don't rap on everybody beat. And if we do work on a project, whoever the main producer is, I got the same engineer, Richard Waller. The third is my brother. And that's my drummer, engineer, big brother. Because I said, sometimes OG need an OG. And he the one that kind of keep me grounded as far as, I mean, he be thinking like sergeant in the Army. I don't need that, but I need that. Because I don't want to get out here and get big-headed. Like, I got a book. I got records. And then somebody to be like, nah, fool, you got to get in the studio. You got to make another one. You got to make another book. You got to make another record. We got to do better than this one. And that's what Dr. Shock was. That's what Dave Ivory is. You got to keep consistent. That's what Richard Waller is. So I got some good people. Judah Priest, that's what Rob Schwartz is. These people is in my life to keep me. And I'm just like, and my whole thing is, I don't know if I'm racing against time, but I lost a lot of weight. I got in the boxing ring. I'm partners with Damon Feldman in celebrity boxing. I done just got in the ring and did the song to bring out Shane Mosley. Sugar Shane, you know what I'm saying? He dancing in me and Rambo, me and Beezy.
Are you talking about the one he
just did?
Where Dame Dash?
Yeah. I'm in the ring doing my song. My man, Son of Jan, going from non-brigade. It's full circle. The group that made me really tighten up on my performance, me and him are friends, Southwest Philadelphia, 58th Street. He got a song called the Cha-Cha, 1, 2, 3 Step. He brings it out. I got a song called Rise and Grind off of this album. That's probably one of the biggest records I've had. They've been in TV shows. They've been on East New York, that TV show with the lady that was the captain there. Yo, my thing opens up and the guy came from Power, who's Woody McLean, is in the opening shot to my song. And that's like, I did music for the NFL. I've did a lot of things. And this is the stuff that I didn't even, this is after the book was written. I mean, this is mentioned in the preface, because I had to look at the preface sometime and be like, I did all that? Like, I was on tour with Whitney Payton, and we was on tour with Tech Nine, Jelly Roll, the same Clown Posse. Like, I did all that? It just gotta remember, like, I did do all that. And this is the stuff after the meat of the book. I met this person, I met that person, I did this person, I was on television, I was in a movie. So it's a reality check, but it's all come down to say is, I put in the work. And the boxing match was just recently. So I was supposed to come on before the fight. Well, before their fight, I was supposed to come out, and then they introduced Shane and introduced, his opponent, then Shane. And something happened. God is good. They start bringing out the other guy, they're bringing out the opponent. And then they bring out Shane. And then the fight's supposed to start. And I suppose just got looked over. I said, nah, it ain't gonna lie like that. They like, nah, we gonna put you on. You gonna get put on. So after Shane did his great walkout to his music, because that's the whole thing, they was trying to get me to be his opening music, but he was like, nah, I got my own. So they was like, all right, we'll put you on right before the fight. Can't get no better than that, but you can. Because now they messed up. They had to put me on right before the fight. So the ring is full. Dame Dash, who was the referee, Shane Mosley, his opponent, everybody that's an official. The place is packed to the capacity, over 1,000 people, sold out arena. And who gets to perform? Son of Jan walks me out. I do Rise and Grind in the ring, live on pay-per-view, Fight TV, America New Network, Dame Dash TV pay-per-view, prime time, me and my song, then the fight starts. Like, the whole story of Supreme is I always had the right people in my life that helped me be at the right place at the right time for the right things to happen. That's why I'm 55 years old and I'm still here, and I'm pretty much, I challenge anybody on stage because I love the stage. That's my favorite part of the whole thing. If you can out-rock me, God bless you, because I am going to try to kill anybody that come before me or come after me. I want to be the best on the stage, whoever you are. Like I said, only people I feared is dead now, and that's Prince and Michael Jackson.
So, going.
And even though I feared them, don't mean I wouldn't try to beat their ass on stage.
Now, let me ask you something. You heard the story. The story went viral with our guy Tommy Too Smooth. Where were you at when you heard that, and how did you react to it?
Yeah, I was like, first of all, you got to picture it. You got to see it happening in your mind. So I'm in the crib, as you know, I'm following I'm listening, looking at all your interviews. You send me something to say, check out this, I check it out. And I said, that's my man. Every time I see Tommy Too Smooth, I get like happy, like, cause I just start laughing because I know something funny or something going crazy going to come out of his mouth. And lo and behold, and it sounds so real because I'm looking here like, wow, I can picture it. I'm picturing it. I ain't gonna say I don't believe it, because I don't know. This the day and age. Everybody lying on the internet now. So who say his story ain't true or it really happened? But I was like, can you picture Michael Jackson beating up Tupac? But then I started saying, I ain't really never see Tupac really put hands on nobody, like fight nobody without a gang of people. I seen him roll on some people. I seen him jump a lot of people. I seen him shoot some people. I heard shooting cops and I said, I ain't never seen. I said, but I could see Michael Jackson with his older brother beating his ass every day, and he really know how to fight. So I just pictured Michael Jackson beating the hell out of Tupac, out of respect. Because I could see Tupac being disrespectful to the girl. Because everybody like, why would he be disrespectful to Quincy Jones? Why wouldn't he? Tupac ain't had too much respect for a lot of people as far as he's Tupac. So can you imagine the King of Pop really just putting the beat down or at least rumbling? He ain't say, well, he did say he whipped his ass. But I just pictured him rumbling and maybe come on, Mike. Can you imagine that? Come on, Mike. Hold up. Somebody get this nigga. Yo, hold up, Mike. And he like, you're not gonna talk about her like that. This is my niece. And I swear to God, you say something else about it again, I'm gonna kick your ass up and down this boulevard. And I would be like, I just pictured it. And I was like, yeah, that could happen. I was like, that's my nigga Tommy. He ain't lying.
Oh man, listen. Here's the thing. We put that out there on Wednesday. What was it, Tuesday night? And then Wednesday, man, it just took off, man. We didn't know, shout outs to Joe Button. Shout outs to
every time you send me something, I'm like, yo, these people is really. Yeah, I see, first of all, I seen the numbers. I was like, this John got about 20,000 views. Everything else is good, solid numbers. 6,000, 5,000, growing, 9,000. Why this one got so many views? Of course, I look at it, I'm like, oh. I said, yo, this about to go. I said it myself. I said, this about to go.
It went.
And it went. And it went, and it's still
5.4
going.
million.
How many?
5.4 million.
And it's still going.
That's on. It's this page called the GM Genius Imagination, and it did 5 point. What you say? 5 what?
5.4 as of this.
5.4 million.
And you know what I told y'all? It's a gift and a curse.
It is.
And I swear to God, the only thing I could think about is me going viral. This years ago. This is '08.
Right.
Me and Stitches setting up at the press conference. I'm just there, Damon Feldman. I just meet Damon Feldman. Somehow he's the Ringling Brothers he's the white Don King. He got my big dumb ass down in Miami, supposed to fight this crazy white boy Stitches, this rapper with the tattoos on his face. They're very disrespectful, like to use the N-word a lot. So
wait a minute, hold up. Are we talking about the same Stitches that Whack 100?
Whack 100 was supposed to, Whack knocked him out. He wanted to fight Game. Game ain't paying no mind, so he needed an opponent. So who did they get? So anyway, and I meet Damon I just meet Damon Feldman, who's my man. Reason why this book is out. My brother. It was a last minute Uber call. I was on tour and I make me a little money when I'm home. I do a little Uber. And I get the call late night and it's Damon Feldman. And he's like, yo, and I'm on a little podcast, me and Whitney Payton in Jersey. And I'm like, yo, it's this dude named Stitches. He's very disrespectful and he about to box. And I'm pissed. I'm just having a field day with him and Slim Jesus on our podcast. I'm just cussing these dudes out because I'm sick of rap. I'm like, rap is the dumbest thing out right now. These two crazy ass white boys is in what I built and love, and they just blow up like that. So anyway, I go to the Uber call, and I see the guys. He's with his hoodie on, trying to be low key, and I see all these boxing gloves they putting in the back of my car, and I'm like, cause something said, no, go home. It's late. You ain't gotta answer that. Then something greedy was like, answer that. I answered it. Pick him up from the bar, see the boxing gloves. He gets out, go to his house. His security, I was like, what y'all got, a boxing match going on? He was like, yeah. You don't know who that is? That's Damon Feldman. I said, that's the dude that was on the YouTube with Stitches. With the Stitches. He was like, yeah. He said, here, 2 tickets. Come check us out tomorrow. I meet the guy, Karojito from Bronx Tale. And Damon was like, yo, sorry I couldn't talk to you yesterday, but do me a favor. Can you take him to the train station? I was like, sure. He said, just meet me back. I got some money for you. I said, cool. I took Karojito, cool kid. Well, he's a man now, but I'm sitting here like, I got the boy from Bronx Tale up in my car going to the 30th Street station. All he talked about is boxing. He loved boxing. That's why he did the guest referee. So anyway, drop him off, go back to meet Damon, and we eating. And I said, yo, so, I'm sitting here like, yeah, this, because for me, when you on YouTube back then, the world ain't as big as it is now. Like now, everybody on YouTube. But back then, viral was 100,000 you go viral. It was viral back then. 50,000 you done did something. So I'm like, wow, you the dude, cause he on my radar. And anything, he said, yeah, how tall are you? How much you weigh? You want to fight Stitches? I was like, hell yeah, because at this point, I'm defending hip hop. I'm 46, he 24, and I'm defending hip hop. That's the only reason I want to fight, is because I want to fight this guy because he is in my thing, just corrupting it. And y'all giving him views, I will whip his ass. So anyway, I got to entice him because it's like a contest. Everybody want to fight him, right? So everybody want to rumble him. So I got to call him out in every city. Every city I'm on tour, I'm on everywhere, state to state. Hey, tell Stitches to fight me. Boom, boom, boom. Now I'm viral, getting there. He picks me as his opponent. As soon as he say my name, my phone just, Supreem DR. He didn't even know how to say like Supreem the Regulators, so that's my Instagram, Supreem DR. He's called me Supreme Doctor. And I'm driving to Texas. All of a sudden, my phone just, I was like, what the hell's going on Instagram? I see he calls me out, say my name. The Instagram is going crazy. All these crazy little white kids is like, he's going to kill you. He's going to kill you. And I'm fighting, I'm driving and fighting. They like, yo, just get to the venue before you go crazy. So anyway, all that happened. fight is set. We ready to rumble. We got our posters done. We ready to get down. We got a press conference. They fly me to Miami. Damon say some dumb shit like, when he come out, just talk some crazy shit to him. You know, get him sparked up so we can sell this fight. I say what I say. This brother, he attacked me. I choke him. He swing on me. We rumbling in the middle of a Miami studio. Like, you know, we get press everywhere, right? We getting it on. Bah, bah, bah. Next day, the Miami Herald, Stitches is in another fight with, I'm other guys. Nobody know my name. Nobody know who I am. Online, I'm old nigga. That's what, yo, Stitches fighting this old nigga. Yo, that's me. I'm old nigga. And the thing goes from 100,000 to, it's at 3 million now. And it gets 10,000 hits a day. And I just couldn't understand the hate. I'm used to love. So that hate just blew my mind. So I said, y'all, at least y'all in the era to deal with that. I was in the era of what is going on. My life is pretty much over, but it was probably one of the best things that happened in my life. It started a relationship with Damon Feldman, celebrity boxing, and here we are today. I was training with Brody and Tyrone, because, you know, they had their big fight.
Right.
So I was training with Brody and Tyrone for my fight, because their fight was first, then my fight was next. And then it was going to be like Sugar Ray Leonard's son versus Hagler's son on the 30th anniversary of their father's fight. So it was a 3 knockout. Man, celebrity boxing would have been set up for life from those 3 fights. Right. Brody joint went off, killed it. Me and Stitches was next, but he couldn't find Stitches. Like, he wasn't responding. I said, yo, Damon, dude ain't gonna fight me. He was like, he gotta fight you. I got him on contract. I was like, yo, dude is not gonna fight me. I was like, I was on tour and we had a break to come back to Philly. I come back to Philly, he's playing Voltage. I said, I'm gonna go down Voltage. I'm gonna see what's up. So, you know, I'm ready for whatever, you know what I mean? I'm ready to fight. We can go viral again. But this time I got my homies with me. I got my man Denny Blue, God rest his soul. And I got my 144, you know what I'm saying? We get ready to walk in the door. The dude like, yo, no, you can't come in. Come on, Preem, you can't come in here. I'm like, dude, this is my town. You gonna tell me I can't come in the Voltage? Do you know how much money I made this place? I can't come in Voltage, and this is I said, man, get out of here. So everybody was like, all the juggalos was like, yo, it's Supreme. So they already know what happened. They seen the video, it's still getting numbers, so everybody know. It's like, yo, it's about to be round 2. So the rappers that was on stage was from Philly. They wanted me to come on and say something, so I'm up there talking shit. I'm like, yo, this is my town, and anybody come to my town, I don't know if Stitch is there or not. He might be in the green room. And he might say something about my town. I'm from Philly, and I'm gonna knock boy out, boom, boom, boom. And his man come out and slap me like shake my hand. And I'm like, yo, that's his ball. That's one of his guys. And he like, yo, he in the back. And I was like, I'm gonna holler at him. So I go to the back, and he's real paranoid guy, like really paranoid guy, like going viral ain't like, you know, beating the game up, spitting on his cards. So there's a lot he know what it's like to have that type of heat on him. I'm just crazy about these little white kids calling me the N-word. They're gonna kill my daughter. I'm fighting. Yo, Stitches literally called me one day and was like, why are you arguing with these people? And I'm like, cuz, man, your fans are stupid. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck them up. And if I find everyone, he was like, bro, they're not real people. They just kids. They just want to hear you. They want to talk to you. Cause when yo, kid, I'm gonna kill you. The kid be like, yo, I didn't know you was gonna say nothing back to me. I just want to tell you I like your music. Yo, you serious? Like I'm ready to get a computer expert to find y'all addresses and really fly. I put a challenge out while I was on tour. I was like, if all you people are talking about you want to kill me, you want to fight me, when I'm in your city, please let me know when I'm in your town. I'll give you free tickets to the joint. And you come and put your hands on me and I will knock you out. So I don't know nothing about viral. My thing is, that's my page. You like coming in my house and just tearing up my crib. You talking about my kids. I'm like, dude, you got this, you set these people on me. He was like, I don't care about these people. I don't even know these people. These is fans, man. He's like, this is before we meet. So I was like, he ain't a bad guy. You know, once I start feeling you ain't a bad guy, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want, like he helped me out with that one. Like, you fighting robots. Well, you fighting kids that's 14, 12 years old that they not real people.
It's entertainment.
It's entertainment. This is, your life is a joke to them. And I'm like, I'm blocking people. You want to be blocked? Say something else. I'll block you right now. So anyway, I'm having a fit. So the night of the show, I'm on stage. I go to the backstage. No, literally, they was like, just you. Your balls can't, just you. I'm like, just me. I go in there, it's 10 of them. I'm like, dude, what you tell me? It's just me. It's 10 of y'all, man. Y'all can dump on me right now. He like, I just wanted to tell you. He got this real deep voice. He was like, I just want to tell you, I like your music. We should do a song together. I'm like, I'm ready to rumble. I'm sitting here like, you mean to me this ain't real? Like, this, you know, we really don't hate each other? Like, we really can be in the same room and you telling me.
You was caught in the moment.
Yeah, this is real to me. If you disrespecting me, he disrespecting me. His fans is disrespecting me. He's gonna do this to me. He's gonna do that to me. I had to do this the whole tour. Like, I had to do a video out doing his video. Like literally, dude's like, yo, if Stitches want problems, we got guns. Them kids went crazy. Like, yo, they got the guns. The Philly dude got the guns. And I'm saying, like, this is not real. So anyway, and what showed me it is not real. He was like, I don't want to fight you, man. He was like, I really want to do some music with you. I was like, what you mean you don't want to fight me? I said, damn, anybody that's a cloud chaser, which I'm not, I supposed to haul back and punched him dead in his mouth. And we supposed to roll all over that stage, and we both would have been another 2-3 million followers and fans. But I was like, you really don't want to fight me? It was like James Evans when he was like, yo, James, I've been waiting all the Good Times episode. He was like, I've been waiting 100 years to tell you this. Yeah, what you want to tell me, man? He was like, I'm sorry. It's like, I was like, huh? He was like, yo, man, you was like, I think you hot. I think you got good music. I was like, I'm done. This internet, I'm done. You mean I'm out here on the road. I'm out here doing everything in this book is real. Nothing is rigged. Nothing is make believe. I'm me. And you mean to tell me this whole thing is fake? This whole internet, and this is '08. Now I got the help. Now I know everything that comes on this thing is like, nigga, please, Michael Jackson and Tupac. But anyway, it could happen.
Do your research.
Like I said, that's my brother. Tommy Too Smooth is my dude. I believe it. I ain't gonna hold you. But anyway, that's what people are saying. Like, that's the thing y'all going viral is because do you believe it or you don't?
Right.
So anyway, the fight never happens because he actually just went underground. He's still underground. I would kind of want to run it now if we had a chance to fight again.
You would still do it?
Because I did it. But I didn't do it with him. Because that's the whole point of me boxing. Like, Damon just felt like he owed me one. And I'm like, I'm not a boxer. I'm a rapper. And he was like, you just never got to, you got all that build up and you never even got to get in the ring.
Come on in the
ring. Fight the Latino heavyweight champion. I'm like, what? No, I want to fight a rapper that if me and him got real beef, we could get in the ring and settle it. But he's like, nah, man, people are going to love this fight. They think you and Hazel would be a good fight. And I'm like, nah, me and Hazel ain't gonna be no good fight. And it was a really good fight. I got to go in the ring. Only reason I did it, I had a song come out called No Tomorrow.
Okay.
And it was a kind of a Rocky theme. You know, when he says, no, there is no tomorrow. Me and my brother Big Tao did it. And I was like, this is a chance to actually promote my song. So that's gonna be my come out music. I'm gonna promote my record and just, and people wanted to see me and Hazel fight. And they saw it. We sold a lot of tickets. Family came out. I was like, I think people just wanted to see if I could fight. Would I fight? And I did, and he took it easy on me. I mean, we got a draw. And they gave me a little honorary championship belt. So anyway.
How many rounds you went?
It was three 1-minute rounds.
Okay.
And the thing was, when you in it, I never been in no fight for real. I mean, I've been fighting. Like, now boxing is a different thought. And I trained with Tim Witherspoon Jr., his father and his son. his son took me to his gym, and I went to boxing. I learned to fight. I mean, that's saying that I couldn't fight before, but I learned to box. Cause like my man was like, yo, you could play baseball, you could play football, you can play all kind of games, but you can't play boxing.
Can't.
So that was my first lesson. And there was this little kid in there, and I was like, this little kid punching me in the face. And Hazel fought me, and I fought him. But we were just so friendly with each other. He's a good guy, I'm a good guy. So I turned myself into the bad guy. I became Ali. I was the mouth. I disrespect him respectfully without being ignorant. And it was funny, and people loved it. And he was the nice guy, Latino. He had every Puerto Rican from North Philly hating me. And it was just not the same energy as the Stitches thing. Stitches thing, I think somebody could have killed us, or one of us. Because to them, what we was going through was real. I had beef with their favorite artist, so I had to die. That's when I found out drill music is really serious.
Right.
To these kids, to the people that's really drilling, outside of the people in Philadelphia who's really drilling and killing. But the drama is the crash out is from the fans most of the time. These kids would have really ran up on me and found something out. But the funny thing about it is, so me and Hazel fight, but Damon like called that like throwing me a bone, like, since what's up with that guy Stitches? He didn't he missed out. Why don't you give him a shot? Because I lost a lot of weight. I reversed diabetes. I got in the gym where you say I was heavy. I reversed high blood pressure. I lost a lot of weight, and I was slim. I was 230. I went from 260 to 230 at the fight. Now I'm 185.
Now, were you type 1, type 2?
I was type 2.
Type 2.
I got diagnosed. The first record we put out, the Regulators, I got diagnosed with diabetes at 26 years old. And I told the doctor, the doctor was like, and I said, was there any way to prevent this? Like, because I used to like a lot of candy coming up as a kid. He was like, nah, your father had it. You was going to get it regardless. So it's hereditary. So I had to get on insulin. I've been on insulin since I was 26. I said, I'm 55. And what happened was my A1C got really high, like 10.1, and they got concerned. So they sent me to an endocrinologist. But usually, if it go high, they say, hey, shoot more insulin or take another pill. This lady was like, my goal is to get you off of insulin. As soon as she said that, my whole thing perked up. Like, you mean there's a way to get off of this? She was like, yeah. My uncle been trying to get me in the gym forever, for 30 years. He's a bodybuilder. He'd be like, come on, I gotta get in the body. I thought I was cool. I'm a big guy. I didn't think I was fat. I thought I was just big, a big guy. So anyway, he had this awesome program that I would try. Then I would go on tour, so I couldn't do it with weights and everything. And this time told the doctor, I said, if you can get me off the pill, I'm gonna do my part. Cut sugar, cold turkey. Any pies, cakes, candy, pasta, cut it. I mean, my pasta and everything, but no sweets, no sugar, no snacks. So anyway, I did his program. I said, I'm gonna stick to it this time. I ain't gonna miss a day. I'm gonna go in there. This thing is 4 days a week, 2 months on, 1 week off. I did that. Started with these little weights. People were like, yo, you can get bigger weights than that. I had to build up to the bigger weights. I hurt my arm during the process of doing it. But anyway, I was seeing myself losing a lot of weight. And then they took me off of the daily shots. Then I had to take 3 shots. Every time I eat a meal, I had to take a shot. And a night shot.
Okay.
So they took me off all the 3 daily shots. My A1C went from 10.1 to 7.4. And they was like, okay, no more shots. And then it went 7.4 and it stayed. So they took me off the night shot. So I just had the pills. Then
you was on metformin?
I was on metformin and I think a couple other things. Farxiga.
Okay.
So I took it. It makes you pee a lot. But I said, I'll pee. Because you peeing the sugar out. So then I started eating a little cake here and there, whatever. But little snack, moderation, everything moderation. But I stuck in my gym every day for 2 years straight. And that's when Damon was like, yo, you look good, man. You got to get in the ring. And I was like, I'm not boxing nobody. He's like, come on, man, you got it. You never got to fight Stitches. So that was a celebration of all the weight loss. So I was 270. I got the before and afters on Instagram also. And I got down to 230. And my goal was 220. I was like, 220, I'm good. As I kept working, 220 turned into 210, 210 turned to 200, 200 turned to 185, and I'm getting cut. Like people just be like, yo, you're getting too skinny, man, stop. I'm like, nah, you gotta see what's under the shirt, man. I'm like, incredible. Like, so, now that I can wear the tight t-shirts this summer, everybody was like, oh, I see, you got muscles. Like, yeah, I got a six-pack now. Anyway, so I never had to go back on insulin for 2 years. So this is 2 years out of since I was 20, so what was that, 30 something, almost 30 years being on insulin and just accepting it. Like, this is going to be my life. And then finding out that, no, this is not my cholesterol. I had high blood pressure. Gone. I had to take a pill for high blood pressure. No more pill. No more high blood pressure. Cholesterol,
What,
good.
they put you on lisinopril?
I don't know what it's called. I forgot what as soon as they take me off the medicine, I take it out of my memory. Like, I don't care what it was called. But I forget what it's called, but it was a high blood pressure pill. So every time I come back and I'm doing well, she's taking me off. Like, she's getting ready to take me off the metformin. Like, I'm getting ready to get off metformin, and I'll take about a couple of glipizide. I take glipizide, Farxiga, and a Pio something. I'll see the doctor tomorrow. But anyway, the doctor, and this guy, haven't seen him in years. My aunt passed away. My aunt was the reason why we seen this doctor in the first place. But then if something when I got diabetes, he was treating me for, he was like a family doctor. He was giving me half price because he really wanted me to beat this. I didn't know I didn't take it serious. I wanted my Fruit Loops, my sweet tarts. So, you feel me? I wanted what I wanted. And I figured, like, if I gotta take a shot to get it, then I'll take a shot to get it. I blew up. I went from 220, at 26, I was 220. Then I was, that was the smallest I ever been in my life, I think, since high school was 220. This is 26. So years over, I just got bigger. But I said, big guy, well, this is smaller too. But I was I was used to being a big guy, unhealthy. And with the workouts and the diet and the endocrinologist that actually cared. Because when you on that Medicare, welfare, whatever, they think it's just more insulin, whatever. Take more insulin. You got high sugar, take more insulin. I don't know about A1C. So when I started really researching in the last 4 or 5 years, when the 10.1 was like, yo, that's really bad. And I was like, bad? Let's say, where am I supposed to be? He's like, you're supposed to be a 6 or 7. I was like, well, 10 is not, they're only 3 points higher. They're like, man, you can get your toes cut off for 10. You can have stroke for this. And I was like, all right, I went off. I just went off insulin. That was my motivation. Working out 2 years straight. The reversal, like this is in the book too, like that's what motivated the fight, was the reversal of all these ailments. And I was like, the doctor who I haven't seen since I was a young man, because I had to go on the welfare, and he didn't take it. He didn't take access, you know what I'm saying? So I had to find doctors through that system, which Chester, Crozier they weren't bad. Like I said, they wasn't looking out for me to get off of insulin. They was looking out for me to like, yo, you something wrong, get more insulin. So when I go back to him after I'm cut up in shape, because my aunt passed away, I had to let him know, this is our family doctor. And he was like, I haven't treated you in at least 10, 15 years. And he was like, I want to go back to him because I know he cares. And that's, I'm cool, but I got new insurance. So I said, I want to go back to my man. My aunt passed away. This is the reason why we seeing him, Dr. Cohen. And he says, did all my blood work. And he was like, for a 55-year-old guy, you really took really good care of yourself. And I'm like, that's only just for the last 2 years. Other than that, because he's like, yo, you really, the numbers say what it say. The blood numbers don't lie, and that made me feel good. Like I really reversed, and thank God, because all healing comes from above. And I swear to God, it was just like I felt led to do it, and I've at 180, 185 right now. Go to the gym 4 times a week, 3 days off. I'm like, it's worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Did you come to like a dark point in your life, with the diabetes and the high blood pressure?
Not really. As far as, I never got depressed.
Okay.
Only time I felt bad was, I seen the endocrinologist before, but it was like when I work out. And I work out, I get a couple muscles, I'll be like, I'm done. I'm good. So the endocrinologist got my thing down with insulin though. He got it down. This was the lowest my A1C has ever been. And this was about 07, 08. I said, hey, 74, I did it. Hey, I won. And it's like, well, you still got to keep it up. You got to keep doing your thing. But anyway, I just accepted it. Like, it was just like, it is what it is. Like, my thing is, can I die from it? And he's like, nah, you can live they told me this, I don't know if they try to scare the hell out of you. They're like, nah, you can live a full life, but you won't have a toe, you won't have a foot, you're gonna have a leg. And then my homie passed away, he had it, and he cut a little toe off, a little bit of toe, then cut his leg off, I'm sitting here like, yeah, I got my thing together, man. I think if I'd have got to that point, like, toe maybe, I could live with a toe. But he got leg, and then they kept having to cut up, because I guess the blood circulation wasn't going down to his and then he ain't got no legs. And I'm saying, hey, this is my homie. And I know he was depressed to the day he died, because then he turned into he need dialysis, and then he passed away. And this guy's, at that time, he was 55. And I'm sitting here like, yeah, I got to try to figure something out, because I'm not, and my whole thing, I don't have a stroke. That's my big thing. Like, I don't want to get nothing cut off either, but they said, yo, you could have a stroke. And I'm like, you could stroke mean left side of your whole body don't work. You know what I'm saying? Like the left side of you don't have no left side, or right, whatever side. But I'm like, I can't live like that. Like, music is my life. And I love music, and that always motivated. And as long as I had music, I never really got into a bad depression. Like, my passion was music, God, everything I believe in, Jesus Christ, everything I believe in, it kept me from, but that led me to a point of getting better. And when it's time to get better, I was like, I got to do better, because I want to be around. When I say my homies start dying, I seen a lot of 50, 55-year-olds passing away that were my friends, gone. And I said, nah, that's not going to be me. I got 2 daughters. I got to be there for them. And my grandmother had diabetes, and she lived to 92. And she took insulin and whatever. But so I knew you could do it, but you got to do it. Even if you're on insulin, you got to be up on what you got to be up on. A lot of people are like, as long as I take the insulin, I can still live how I want to live. I could be for 700 pounds. But the weight is what it is. You lose the weight, because insulin make you fat. I mean, it beefs you up. It's like steroid a little bit. Because I was like, I'm chasing the insulin with food. Because if you don't eat, you're going to fall out. You're going to have a diabetic shot. Or, so you feeding your face sugar, pies, whatever. Because you're sugar low. Uh-oh, I got to eat a pie. Okay, it's good now. Right. But now you done put all that on you. And I just learned a little more better diet. Like I said, I don't have a diet restriction as far as what I can't eat and what I can eat. My uncle said, you can eat what you want. It's just moderation. I just learned everything in moderation, man. Everything in moderation. Keep in that gym and take what they tell. And one thing, I'm a great patient. If you want me on insulin, I take insulin. You want me on, I did everything they asked me to do. It wasn't like, you talking about the depression. One day I was like, yo, God, I believe in Jesus. I believe I'm going to be healed. I'm not taking no more insulin, no more. And I think it lasted about 2 days.
About 2 days.
I was like, yo, that jaw was like 260. And I had a trip to New York, and I had to show. So I'm like, usually when I do something like a run or basketball, it come down a little bit. Even if I don't take insulin, I could run. Or I could do something active and it'll come, it's joint like 300, 340. And I said, yo, it ain't going down. I said, come on, God, what you doing to me? You said I could have the healing and the children's bread. I got home from New York, that joint was like 360, almost 400. I was like, take a needle, dummy. And it was about 2 days I called myself, I ain't taking, this was back in the day. And I was like, but ever since then I've always took my insulin, I always took my shot, and I was discreet about it. At some point I was just like, I just got so used to it, I go, because Dr. Shock had it too, right? What he would do is, we were Blade fans. Remember Blade? And he had to take his serum. So he used to be like, yo, we got to take our serum. And that motivated us. I mean, not that we was dumb or retarded or crazy. We was just like,
You made fun
we made fun out of it. Like, time to take our syrup. I mean, our serum, whatever Blade had to take. So that was, insulin was our serum. And, it's 20 minutes before you eat. So, his lady or whoever we at, like, food about to be ready, 20 minutes, take your insulin. Come on, take serum. So we took our serum. But after a while, I was like, yo, I'm sick of taking the serum. And if there's a way that I don't have to take it, and all I gotta do is work out and do my part. Because as long as I was on insulin, I can honestly say I wasn't doing my part. Because I didn't have to. I mean, the insulin was my crutch.
You cheating.
I was cheating. The insulin, if it's too much sugar, it would take a little more insulin. I got to the point of it's like, what do you call it? Diagnosing myself. I was like, and then another time, so that was the time I got depressed, was like, yo, I'm sick of taking this. And I was about 30 something. I was like, man, I'm done, man. I'm not doing this no more. And then sugar was like, yes, you are, or you're gonna die. And I was like, 400, I gotta take it. And I've seen people that's like, they talking about they ain't even on the meter. Like this, it say too high. I said, but damn, how much sugar your sugar is? My thinking registered 3 something, but it was like,
That's
it's people.
500.
Yeah, and I was like, you mean you walking around? And then one time I didn't eat. I took my insulin and I was planning on eating. This how I knew the seriousness of low sugar. And I had the hoagie. I went to Wawa, bought the hoagie, but I had to drive my people home before I eat. And I don't remember Wawa. I don't remember. I took my insulin. I should have ate it as soon as I got the hoagie. But nah, I'm gonna hold out till I get everybody home. I don't know how I got everybody home. I stopped in front of the people's house and everybody screaming. Like, yo, you was driving, I was gone. I was out of it. My joint dropped to the 50s or whatever. It didn't come back up till I ate that hoagie, but I got these people home by the grace of God. Cause I supposed to crash into the building or whatever. Cause I don't remember driving them home. Like, I literally don't remember how we got from Wawa to Chester. I mean, you know what I mean?
Wow.
But
Wow.
I made it, and as soon as I ate, and everybody flew out the car. All I remember coming to, like, oh, we here. And everybody jumping out the car like, yo, you gotta be the craziest. Like, I must have ran some lights. I must have swerved. I must have almost hit some cars. But I made it. Thank God I made it to get to the home.
Safe.
Safe. Everybody's safe. And I got to eat I ate the sandwich. It felt like, oh, like, yeah. And as I was eating it like a gorging pig, my mind started coming back. I lost my mind. I was gone. I didn't know who I was. And I said, I don't ever want to get high. And high to me, high was just, that's why I was scared of these pills. I was like, yo, I ain't peed this much since I had sugar. And they was like, nah, you're actually just peeing the sugar out of you. I was like, wow. And the pills are protecting your organs. So you don't, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But I get this test next December to determine how much insulin do my pancreas produce? Like, is it enough insulin to maybe get off some of these pills? So I'm believing in God that my pancreas is gonna work. Cause I say, what's the deal? How you know if I ain't type 1? Because type 1, your joint don't work at all. And it don't work ever since you was a kid. Type 2, it worked a little. I guess depends on who you are, if it works better, a lot, or little. And another thing I ain't want to work, and God forbid me for this one, they say it messed with your Johnson. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do everything I can with this diabetes to make sure my thing works. You know what I mean?
You developed ED.
ED.
You developed a thing called with the nerves, with the nervous system, where you start feeling tinglings and numbness and things like that.
That's when they rub your bottom of your foot to see if you still got the sensitivity in your feet. And you got to be careful banging your feet and your how you cut your nails, and it's a lot.
It's a lot. It become a lifestyle.
It become a lifestyle.
I know when I got diagnosed, I was at the age of 26 as well.
Wow.
And I got diagnosed in Crozier Hospital when I lived down in Chester, right off of Highland Avenue. So when they had diagnosed me then, you know, I was like, sugar. I'm like, what? I kept going on.
Right.
And then throughout the years, it got real aggressive. Real aggressive, real aggressive.
It's like it fights you.
Yeah, because you try to still feel normal somewhat, you know, but it hurts you in the long run.
Yep.
It hurts you in the long run. So, Preem, what do you got going on right now?
Right now, of course, Distro Fest 3. I got a big show. Me and Dave Ivory was re-releasing a project that got taken off of the DSPs. So we're gonna re-release it. It's called Pimpalicious. Supreme and the New Experience, because people don't realize that I started my own band. I've been in 2 bands and they all broke up and left me high and dry. Then I went solo again as Supreme, the Rezarekta, because the last band was called the Resurrect. So everybody knew the Resurrect. So I had to become Supreme the Resurrecta, who I am now. And I said, you know, this will never happen to me again. I'm starting my own band. And I started Supreme and the New Experience. And it was one time a 12-piece George Clinton feat. It was the monster. They're trying to keep all them people together and doing shows for 12 people and everybody getting $50 a piece. They ain't had a Wu-Tang spirit. It was like, you know, we're going to take $200 and break it. They was like, nah, brother, I need my money. So that would, yeah, give me my money. So it broke it down to 5 pieces. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna put the band to bed for a little bit. I'm gonna be Supreme for a while. Then, of course, this thing happened, and I just missed that band, that camaraderie. So what happened was I got my 2 DJs that kind of alternate. They perform together now. So it's DJ Exotic D, DJ CL Smooth. We had a drummer named Sunshine, but he moved to North Carolina. But my engineer, Rich Waller, sometimes fill in. We got Chuck Trees. Well, I know a lot of drummers. So getting a drummer is not bad, but that's the band now. 2 DJs, an MC, and a drummer. And the drums is what brings the live feel. The DJs, that's all hip hop. Me, the MC, that's hip hop. So I love where it's at. So the project is going to be kind of a reintroduction to the new band. Because like I say, if somebody could produce the music, like David Ivory produces a lot, you know, he did the Roots and he did whoever, you know, we can go on and on and on who he's produced for. I don't play instruments. I'm a rapper. I don't DJ, I don't cut. I know my lane. I can write some great songs. If they give me some great music, I can write. So I'm performing songs that I wrote 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And people are mad if I don't sing these songs. So I know I got what it takes to stay in and stay on time. And mind you, like I said, no big budgets, no backing, no cosign. You know what I mean? Even though well respected, but then nobody said, yo, we like this guy, I'm gonna co-sign him and he's gonna be under our, even the Wu-Tang thing, that's not a cosign, that's just a family. You know what I'm saying? That's not like, yo, look at the 144. But even then, that would be for 144 or Judah Priest. I'm just a part of that. But anyway, all that to say is, it's where I want to be, knowing I don't owe nobody nothing. Nobody owe me nothing. I'm on my own label. I pretty much manage myself. This was the book of about 100,000 managers that nobody knew what they was doing. And at the point of, before you ruin me, I'll do it myself. And yeah, I would love to have a big label, a record label that give me the signing bonus and can put me on MTV or BET or whatever. And I would love to have a record deal and do my part and they do their part. But as far as if I don't, I take it the MC Breeze, Schoolie D way and do it my way. And my way ain't bad. And shout out to Rob Schwartz for the great distribution. And we getting ready, like I said, we getting ready to re-release the Supreme and the New Experience, Pimpalicious. So the band is back out. The shows is, I wanted to be more band. I just want to be one of the guys in the band for the next, because band, you could do band for till you're 80. James Brown died at Christmas and had a gig New Year's. So you don't never outgrow a band if you do it right, and it ages better than me trying to be the hottest rapper in the whole wide world or the big. I'd rather be the guy in the band that can go left with music, go right with music, go straight down the hip hop pike, or just do a whole new genre. So right now we do I call what we do is funk rock hip hop, and it's exactly what it is. I'm a funk head. I'm a son of the P. I love George Clinton, James Brown, Bootsy. So I love the funk. I love hip hop, and I love shout out to my uncle for just. He was like, yo, I want you to be, Uncle Lamando was like, I want you to be able to rhyme on anything. So I need you to rhyme on this. And I used to be like, oh my God, what the hell is this? Because I'm hip hop here, that's all I want. But he made sure I could rhyme to Joyous. He made sure I could rhyme to Knee Deep. He made sure I could rhyme to James Brown. And plus Shock played drums, so we would freestyle, he would just play drums. So live music was always in me, even when I thought it was corny. It's the greatest thing in the world now. So yeah. So November 18th, we performing at a big show at Montgomery Community College Amphitheater. Okay. So that's gonna be like the coming out party for Supreem and the New Experience. Me and my guys back together. We're gonna have a special guest drummer, either Rich Waller or Chuck Treese, and it's gonna be crazy. And it's gonna be a Monday night, and we're gonna really re-release this record. We got a brand new record that wasn't on that album, so we're releasing the new record as a new single and putting the album out.
Well, I hope Untold be in the building, man.
Come on.
Absolutely.
Please, I definitely sending you the invitation. It's at Montgomery County. Like I said, I'll make sure you got your passes. You guys are good. We shooting the video for the new song. Lacey B shoots my videos, and that's my little artist. She do everything. She do beats. She raps. Like, and I don't even call her my artist because we just partners. She's Missy. I'm Timberland. Whatever, however you want to do it. But we family. You know what I'm saying? And we look out for each other. So now it's we're gonna try to close it out like that and just be low key until me and my man Gallo coming out. Gallo Lockness, who do a lot of beats for me. We're gonna come out with, he do a lot of placements. He got a lot of stuff on TV. He got a lot of placements. He like the king of placement. So he wanna do a record with me and we can try to get it placed and it be our new single. So I just wanna be a little bit of Supreem. I wanna be a little, I wanna be a little bit of Supreem. I wanna be a little bit of rock and roll, you know what I mean? So just stay tuned. Supreem DR on Instagram and Supreem the Rezarekta on everything else. SupremeandTheNewExperience.com. And that's where you can get the book. You can get the CD, and definitely at all the gigs. I'm a merch guy. I love merch. I learned that from the white boys. Merch is king. You know what I'm saying? I see all these streaming dudes, these new school rappers. They ain't got CD. They ain't got shirt. They ain't got. No, all they got is I got 95. I got 100,000 monthly subscribers on Spotify.
And that's spending a lot of money to your ear, right?
How much you pay to get that? Yeah, you know these robots is bots is how they getting these numbers, because it be like, yo, dude, I do not think that any of this music, pretty much most of this music that we hearing right now, because the music industry is so fat, so podcast game is saturated. Y'all did something good. Y'all showed that y'all a cut above everybody else.
Appreciate that.
Y'all went viral. Why? Content is king. So y'all put something together that did great content and got everybody talking. Now, keep them talking. So remember, Mickey Mouse beat up Donald Duck. Donald Duck fell off of Goofy. Goofy slapped Snoopy, and everybody was mad because he had a kufi. Anyway, hopefully I'll go viral. Anyway, but see what I'm saying though? You see what I'm saying? Like the thing is, y'all stepped up above the rest. I put out records, I stay above the rest. Everybody ain't got a book. I'm talking the legends ain't got a book. It's, you gotta be somebody, but to put out your own book. For music, people got poems and novels, and this is me. And this age is so much different than music, but it's the same game. It's a CD that you could read.
So you basically did what I tell people that I do as well. You use the old school
with the new school.
That's it.
Old school, new school, need to learn though. Yeah, remember that? Burn, baby, burn like disco Inferno. Feel me? And I think that works. And people be like, man, it don't work, OG. It worked for me. Because yours is, I guarantee you, I will not hear any of these new artists 5 years from now. I think the last artist you're going to hear that you say is Drake Lil Wayne, maybe Future. I don't even know what his new stuff sound like, but can you imagine Lil Dum Dum and crazy? They out there, but can you? Even my daughter's favorites, like I think you might see a Kodak Black. If you don't go to jail or die of drug overdose, you're gonna see Kodak Black maybe 5 years from now, because he got stuff that. Because I still say you don't even believe in Jesus. You in the Jesus piece. Like I know they songs, and I say if I can remember it, that means it was a rememberable song, but. I don't know these kids' music, and I'm like, and I don't even think these kids that like and stream these people's music is gonna care. I still got Miseducation of Lauryn Hill in the CD at home. I still got the Fugees. I still got my original Breeze records and Schoolie D records with the yellow and black. I still got the Tough Crew. I'll listen to Tough Crew album, Northside, 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 North. And even though I cheat now because I'm at the web, streaming is very convenient. But you can have all your favorite albums without having to take your CD book with all the CDs and you can. I love it.
Now remember driving in the car. And you gotta go through your CD catalog.
Remember the 5 changer? You thought you was doing something? Because you could switch your 5. You gotta park and be like, okay, I listen to these 10. Now I gotta load these 10, these 10, these 10. And now I'll be like, DOS Effects.
And listen,
EPMD.
And in Philly.
I don't even got a playlist. I just pick up the album. I was just really digging into my Public Enemy. And then went down, I'll just say Public Enemy. And then go through the whole Public Enemy catalog on Apple and Spotify. I used to like Tidal. I got spoiled, man. I'm the last Mohican for everything. I was the last one probably on Instagram and love it. I was the last one on TikTok and love it. I was the last one on Facebook and love it. I'm the last one that's streaming that's paying for it and love it. And I'm like, oh man, I feel like I'm selling out a little bit, but I'm like, I'm sliding into where we at. This is the world we live in.
You in the business.
I'm in the business, and I gotta know how the kids is making money so I could get a little bit of that money too. But I gotta know how to really take it back to the bottom of the hustle. This is the hustle right here. I still got flyers, man. I walk around with these all day long, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll put these joints out anywhere. And flyer the place up because I believe in marking your territory with your swag.
That's right.
And the thing is, people look at me like I'm crazy, but 5 minutes later, you see somebody like, "Oh, this is cool." But I'm like, "Where yours at?" They're gonna remember Rise and Grind. They're gonna remember Supreme with No Experience. They ain't gonna remember you, little poo poo, because you just mumbled for about 2 minutes. Rise and Grind been on the thing for about 2-3 years and on TV. So yeah, I mean, it's like, yo, do you? I'ma do me. The less hustle y'all got, cause y'all used to what's going on now, it's just the better for me. Cause when the lights go out,
it's always the physical.
I got the physicals. You know what I'm saying? Like you really don't have nothing. Cause I mean, you come out of your drawers and finish. You put out a song today. Like yo, I'm just want to put out my record today, and it's done. Cause like my man said, what do you think Spotify make more money from record sales or people uploading their music? They make more money from you fools that think y'all gonna be the next platinum artist. Ain't gonna be no more platinum artists if y'all keep flirting. And for some reason, I don't know if this is a big secret, I want to know who is buying up all the catalogs. Like, look, you got a great catalog. Here goes $100 million. We want your whole catalog. Why? Why do you want what could feed me and my family for the rest of my life and my grandkids for the rest of their life? Why do you want it? Like, what is it? You want a big castle? And this, I think it's the labels buying back everybody's master under different people's names. But
yeah, well, remember back in the day, the record labels used to go to the mom and pop shops and they used to buy the albums back.
But even then, that's still you buying your record. Because you got to pay for your window. Like I said, I got a heartbreak. I was like, yo, I want my poster right there. They was like, no, that belongs to Virgin. I want my poster right there. They don't know that whole side right there. That's paid for by Bad Boy. But I want my thing in this this CD listener. They was like, nah, if you're not Capitol Records, you can't really have your record in there. And I'm like, what? You mean everything in this record store is bought and paid for? Absolutely. So yeah, so basically they like, we gotta justify having all this stuff. So yeah, we gotta buy these records back. And we'll resell them or give them away as promo, whatever. But at least just funnel in the money. You stealing and you cheating, but you still buying. That's like you like, yo, I'm gonna buy 10 books to give away. This is my book. I'm gonna buy 10 of them because I don't want to. I could give them away. Then I'm short. 10 books, money short. Right. But if I buy them, because I used to do that anyway. When I put a record out, I buy my first copy. Oh, I'm sorry. I buy my first copy. That's me supporting me. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then I feel like that's all they doing. They just buying what they pay for. They buying them, but that's cheating. But this robot thing, because you know you can have a bunch of. Remember they used to have the when you needed YouTube, when you wanted to get your YouTube, you have 5 computers running or 10 computers running in your house, and you just keep running that sucker back on repeat, running. I remember these days, right? And you know, I went viral. But no, you didn't. You got some type of machine thing. So YouTube was like, you know what? We're gonna cut that out right now. You get 1 spin a day. Even if you got your machines, each machine ain't gonna register except for one a day. You ain't gonna get 27,000 spins in the night. You're gonna get 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you. Then tomorrow you could do it again and get another one. So they kind of brought the dumb stuff down. You know what I mean? But either way, the bots. Hey, I could give you want some Instagram followers? $50. I can give you 100 Instagram followers. And people is paying for that because it's so much easier than really going out, shaking a hand and getting a real fan and having a fan for the rest of your life. It's easier to be like, yo, give me 10,000 Indians or Pakistanians, because that's who they be. They be like, hello, sir, do you want me to give you the money for promotion? I'll be like, man, you don't get off my phone. You know how long it took me to get 10,000 followers? You know how many people had to call me old nigga for me to get my Instagram up? You know, I earned that. So no, I don't want to cheat. I don't want to cheat. But it's so many people that's cheating.
I mean, you're taking the slow process.
But the cheating part is good though, because you got 100,000 followers, but how come everything you put up gets 6 likes?
See? Gotta make sense.
It gotta make sense. And people realize, labels is like, you ain't got no 100,000 followers. Your YouTube got how many views? But your record sold what? I mean, so people are figuring it out. Even the labels are like, okay. But even though they're doing it too.
Absolutely.
The record labels is definitely doing it. But I believe that the record labels is like, hey, it's better than us putting up 1 billion posters across the globe.
And I get it.
And, you know, saying, hey, this artist got a single. So from a click of a button, you're paying this marketing service to inflate your, well, not even inflate, well, just to grow your following. Your following.
Get your clout up.
Exactly.
And the funny thing is, I respect that too. Like I said, sliding into the new thing, because wax, we used to have about, you might as well say that's free, because I'm buying the wax and I gotta give to the rand. And I mean, I'm talking about, I got paid when we get in the club, and I gotta say, hey man, I got my new record. Yeah, I just want to make sure you got 2 copies of it, for him not to play it. Mm-hmm. Or at least not on the radio. They might give you a little spin in the club here and there. Oh, a couple of hours, gotta get a spin in the club. But you see what I'm saying? But now it's like that same email list of all the DJs I accumulated and known across the country. I put out my jump. My record come out is on. I just send it to everybody. I said, if you play, you play. If you don't, you don't. But I didn't waste no money buying 2 pieces of wino. I didn't have to go from club to club, because the labels got the money to send you on a promo tour. That's all a promo tour is. You touring for free. You meeting all the labels. You doing the legwork. Now you ain't got to do the legwork. That's why I love the LL thing. The LL project was so good, and he got the sales to prove. But he went back to the stores sign the autograph, sitting in the booth. The people wrapped around the corner just to get his autograph. They buying the physicals. They buying the vinyl. And of course he's streaming and doing all what he's doing. I listen to it on Apple. And that goes to his pocket too. But he really took it back to say, like, this style of in stores is not dead. These kids think they can just put up a jump, put some money on top of it to some promo people, and bot it up, and they got a career. But nah,
and that's it.
Because and no show.
They got a short.
And remember, back in the day,
if you want to call it a career,
yeah. Remember back in the day, they used to have it where you go to Tower Records, Sounds of Germantown, Sounds of Market, and then the artist is in. It's in the book. And the artist is in the stores, and they sign the autographs to the CDs, because we missing that that connection with the artist.
And they think they replaced it because we could be on Instagram Live. They think Live replaced the physical meeting your favorite artist in a store, and also the take a pic thing. We ain't had no cameras back. I mean, people I met, very few pictures of that era that I met. I've met a lot of people. I don't have no pictures of it. I mean, I used to have them sign a black and white promo picture for me. I signed one for me and one for Dr. Shock for the Wall of Fame. But that meant something though. When if you got the black and white picture signed, and then when you got your own black and whites, and somebody wanted you to sign your joint, that meant so much. Now there is no black and white photo no more. It's like, what happened to the game? The game is gone, and the game works so well as far as fans being fans and artists being artists. Now, you remember they say the parents is being the kids' friends now. Like, that's why I feel like it's now I want you to be my mother. I want you to beat my behind when I do something wrong, and then I want you to let me know I did it wrong, and be my mother. Fans, be the fan. Let me be the artist. Now the fans and the artists, they both the same. You know what I mean? You don't know who the fan. You don't know. The kid got more of a following than the artist because he's on. I used to work at a middle school, man. These kids had 20, 30,000 followers. They be like, man, Mr. Carr, you only got 10,000 followers. I'd be like, I don't give a damn.
Supreem, we in the voting season, and you know that that destination of where the country is going. You know, it's in my hands, your hands, and everybody else's hands. You know, with a click of a vote. You know, is this an important presidential year for the America?
Nah, I don't think it's the same as it is the last 100 years. From George Washington to whoever we're gonna have now is the same old same. I don't know who it means something for as far as the rich and the tax cut or the abortion or whatever. If you want to call that, I think it's about history. Like the Obama thing was about history. It was like the first black president. Now, if she win, she'll be the first. If you want to call her black, she's black. If you want to call her the first, she definitely will be the first woman.
Her husband will be the first man.
He'll be the first man. I'm in it for the history. I'm in it for the
right.
And then, if Trump win, the first president with 34 convictions. What? This is reality TV. This is the world we live in. This is the viral moment. They both gonna go viral. They both gonna make history if it happens. My thing is, I'm gonna vote for who I want to vote for, and I ain't gonna tell nobody who to vote for. I'm not pro-blue, pro-red, I'm sitting here like, I was really having a dilemma, like, who I want to vote for? What? Like, I like this one day, then I like this one the other day. Then it's like, well, he was better than the last 4 years, but it was better when his. Then I'm like, but then it's like, what is it gonna mean for your pocket and my pocket, no matter who's the president?
Right.
Is this house gonna be paid for automatically if either one win? Only thing I can see is gonna be a lot of we might have to rumble if Trump don't win. Be prepared, because it's going white people feeling entitled. and they're gonna be ready to fight. And somebody's gonna have to realize that this ain't 1862. We got guns too. So take your behind back across the tracks and act like you know. I'm waiting for Fear of a Black Planet. Now, when that's about to happen, that's when I'm gonna be excited. Like, yo, we about to flip. Like, we got a black president, we got a black governor. Every city is every city is Detroit. Every city is Newark. The suburbs is black. Now the white people work, and like I said, I don't want no white slaves. I ain't trying. I don't care. I don't want no white slaves. I don't want to start beating white people up and down the street. But I would love to see a planet for justice. You are just as capable of making what you need to make as the white man. You go to court, you're gonna get the same time he gonna get. If you get off, he get off. He get off, you get off. He get 10 years, you get 10 years. Not he get 5 and a slap on the wrist and you get life. Or, hey, billionaire, look like you got out of pocket, so we're gonna have to pull your freaky card and we're gonna make sure we take you down with your wealth. That's power. That's power. It ain't justice, because if it was justice, then Hugh Hefner, well, I guess you could say, well, you got Harvey Weinstein, you got Epstein, so whatever. All I say is,
It's politics, man.
just a planet where it's more equal justice. Everybody got an agenda. I want to see no agendas. I want to see what can we do to make the world a better place. Period. Because somebody lying. Because this commercial say you're lying. This commercial say you're lying. When I hear it talk on the debate, I be like, yo, he lying. Then when I hear something that ain't right on this side, I was like, yo, she lying.
But why don't she give us a direct answer?
Because she lying. And to win, somebody got to be the better liar or the more believable liar. Because like I said, blue or red, like I said about NWA and Public Enemy, two sides of the same coin. They both, like the prosecutor and the prosecutor and the defendant, what's that, with the defense attorney.
Mm-hmm.
They all have lunch together with the judge.
Absolutely.
And whoever got they talk it out in the back room while your behind hangs in the balance of a good golf game. Come on, give him 5. Give him 10.
Facts to that. Listen, I was going to court in Media, PA.
And if you got the right lawyer that got the right connection, you gonna get the hookup.
Yeah. So look, I was at court in Media, PA, man. It was a custody case. And I'm seeing my lawyer during break outside at the hot dog stand talking to the opposite lawyer. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I had to check. I'm like, whose side? I went street on him. I said, whose side you on?
And the bad part about it, like, I'm on your side. So the friendly I am with, you know what I mean?
That's exactly what he said.
That's going to work out better for you. But that's the same thing as the president and whoever, vice president, whoever going to win it. It's like, y'all playing with us and ain't giving us nothing. And y'all want us to be Democrat for the last, what have you done? What have the Democrat? You gave us a black president and gave gay rights to everybody.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, bravo. He, she, what they say, identity, what you identify now is a big deal. Because I just want to be identified as a black man, as a heterosexual black man. Now, what does that do for me? Nothing. In a country that my people built. You can't even give me a reparation. And I'm not saying that we need it. Hey, bygone be bygone. Just treat us equal. Lord have mercy. Can we have the same rights that you guys got? Why do we have to be still behind the 8 ball? Or why do we got to run 5 times faster just to be equal to the white boy? You know what I'm saying? Right. And then I ain't even racist. It's not even about being a racist. It's like your kid could come out of community college and be my boss, and my kid could come out of Harvard and still work under him because of who he knows and who his daddy is and what school he graduated. Why we can't? He the better student, black or white. or he the one that know the most. Like we're saying, like racism. Who the first president gonna get rid of racism? I know the president that's running, that's perpetuating racism, and he banking on it. Because January 6th is nothing compared to what's gonna happen if he loses. And that's when that's when white people gonna realize that this ain't their country no more. They might lose it. Because black people gonna be like, all you Crips and Bloods, instead of shooting up each other, all you drill rappers, now we got some good targets for y'all. Turn this way. Protect your community. And if they do, they in trouble. Whereas they could just be like, good. What do you say? Good competition. You won. This man was like, I ain't leaving. They cheated.
You believe they cheated?
Hell no, I don't believe they cheated. I believe he lost. Who wanted him in the president?
I believe he's a sore loser.
He's a sore loser. And but that's what happened when you put the apprentice as the president. What do you think he's gonna be? He's Donald Trump. He's a spoiled brat coming up in the world of business. He was born rich. So yeah, when he loses, and when he won, I believe he won. Because everybody was like, yo, I just want something different. I'm sick of this politic thing. The politicians ain't politicking. So let's get somebody that's a little different. And to his credit, because everybody's like, yo, if he become president, I'm moving. Or if he become president, just the world you know is over. He became president outside of COVID, because he was sliding into a perfect 4 years until the pandemic. But hey, my thing is, the world ain't flushed down the toilet because Donald Trump was president.
It didn't. It didn't.
And some people might even say, we made more money. We was black people. And like I said, if you're going to be a racist, I don't even think he's a racist, but I know I know his fan base, his base. They are super racist. And he's not saying like, instead of saying, hey y'all, I'm not a racist. I care about money and me, right? He not telling them that. He like, well, y'all want to believe it. White power. You know what I mean? And then run to the brothers like, y'all know I ain't mean that. I'll still come to the barbershops and...
was once upon a time, every rapper had their name, his name in their raps.
They had
Why
pictures
did
with
it
him.
change?
Pictures with him because he became the president and riled up that base that don't like black people, that don't think we deserve to be here, that don't care that we actually... Because I'll be like, yo, if you built my whole country, I would be so appreciative.
So here's another thing. I would love for someone of color to be back into the White House. How do you feel about her supporting abortion?
Now, I had a discussion with this. I'm a church going. I'm a Christian. I believe in God. Because even they say when you vote your Bible. Vote the candidate that have all your... So technically, the Republicans don't believe in abortion. They believe in it. But you got a dude that grab him by the coochie as your guy. And he lied so... and he's supposed to lie. He's a businessman. Most people in life lie. But he rolled off his tongue. Sometimes I be like, he don't know what he talking about. He ain't said nothing that made sense. But you're going to but they want abortion. Bro, I think a woman body should be her decision. And if you believe in God and don't believe that's your thing, or you're Catholic and you don't have the abortion. But somebody that's like, look, man, I am 15, I made a mistake, and I got $400 in my pocket. And my girl, Daryl, we going to get the abortion. That should be their decision. Now, if it's a sin and it's their God that's mad, then they're going to have to get on their knees and just say, Lord, forgive us. And it'll be forgiven. But at the same time, I don't think the government should have the right to control that. The government shouldn't have to say whether this person should have an abortion. Because if that's the case, if that's such a big sin, abortion, what about lying? What about cheating? What about the politicians that knocked up hookers and had to get the Republican politicians that got their little side pieces pregnant and took them to the clinic? What about the Republicans that got 150 bottles of baby oil in their house? The world is full of sugar. You feel me? And it's just so hypocritical.
The whole government.
But it's so hypocritical that you're going to take abortion and make it your main thing. Man, I think nobody's on this earth perfect. The government ain't God. The government ain't got heaven or the hell to put you in. So the government shouldn't tell you what a woman should be able to do with her body. And like I said, if it's a moral issue, then you and your lady don't have an abortion. Simple as that. To me.
Supreme, it's been a pleasure, brother.
Man, it's been an experience.
Thank you for coming on
I
Untold.
wonder how long this show gonna be.
we got some time, man. So thank you for coming on the show, man. And please don't be a stranger. You part of the Untold community, man.
I'm so glad to be here. I'm just glad to have conversation. First of all, with brothers from my era, and we get it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about. I know what you're talking about. I ain't sitting in front of no kid. He looking at me like, I'm sitting here looking at him like that. Like, do you know who did you even research me? And I got to take over the interview because I can do that. I like being an artist. And I like people that let me be the artist.
Right.
And y'all know what y'all talking about. Y'all know who y'all talking to. Y'all know my game. Y'all know my life. And we good. You see what I'm saying? I appreciate it. I appreciate that. We're all talking good black man stuff that affects us. Mental health, wealth.
We got an experience today.
Yeah, man. Hey, and like I said, my thing was that I was like, yo, y'all just went viral. I was like, I can't be on here boring. Cause man, you know, like, yo, we don't need you on here. You know what I mean? We got the story about Tupac getting beat up by Michael Jackson. So you being on here we're doing you a favor.
I'm not gonna hold you, right? We woke up the whole Michael Jackson Tupac fan base because they're doing everything Michael Jackson Tupac.
No, I love it though. But you see what I'm saying? But my thing, like I said, y'all got some great. I looked at the Son of the 215.
Shouts to Son.
Which this is an artist that I really don't know. I don't know these, cause I ain't even, and there ain't no disrespect. I love Freeway, my guy. That's my man. I love Bean. I think that's the last era that I'm like checking for Philly hip hop artists. I mean, I know Mr. Disrespectful because he was disrespectful and got shot, and I'm like, damn.
How did you? I mean. You talking about, what's his name, YBC Dude?
YBC Dude. I never knew there was a rapper called YBC Dude. Yeah. And it was pretty good. I'm just getting hip to the little Kensington dude, the zombie man. Quilly. I know 07 Kwani because of he got on stage with Donald Trump. I never knew his music. But I kind of like the little Kensington dude because he play his part. He like a high version of Petey Crap. He's like,
that's the bull, Brian. Is that?
Oh my God, I can't remember his name, but Skrilla. Skrilla.
Okay.
Yo, but I never knew these kids. I never knew them. I don't, and there's no disrespect to their world. I know. I didn't know Philly hip hop scene for that age bracket was that deadly or that territorial or that really disrespectful or that wow. And I'm like, this is rap? Like, I mean, you couldn't get no more gangster than Ran Squad. Can you imagine Ran Squad going against somebody from Southwest Philly or the 9 Brigade, they shooting at each other? Man, they was friends. Right. They made records together. Man, we had a community, even all the way up into the roots, the Will Smiths, that community, the Will, the Breeze, Schoolie. These people still have shows and do the old school shows and show each other so much love. I mean, Will Smith, the biggest actor in the world, when he comes back to Philly and be with his rap peers, he turns back into Fresh Prince.
Yes, sir.
Like, and I love that. And even the Roots is cool with Freeway. The Roots did the song with Beans that put Beans on. Oh my God, it's like Eve.
Eve got a new book out as well.
Exactly. And
I ain't in that book neither, man.
I know, man. But we did so much stuff with Eve and Rough Riders, and like they family. That's family to us. Like, you know, Aaliyah, if you talking about book signings, I was with Aaliyah at Sound of Norristown with Urban Expressions. We covered her, so her book signing. A week later, she passed away.
Wow.
And then I'm in the ring with Damon Dash. Like, literally, he's dancing the rising ground as I'm singing. So it's just like, we here and we not here. We lost, but we ain't deliberately counting each other out the game. That's why I say I hope the Skrillas and the Quanies and the, what's the kid from, because like I said, I thought Meek would be the leader of the new school and really unite the kids and bring on some other, like even I like my man, what's Quilly.
Quilly Mills.
Quilly Mills. Like I met him. I met a lot of these guys at boxing matches. But you know, Gilly, I seen Gilly when his first show, Wiz Gam was like, "Yo, I got to show." We was the Regulators. He's like, "Yo, I got to show you this kid from North Philly. He about to take over. His crew is the illest." And Wiz Gam from Ran Squad took me and my partner Kick to this club to see major figures perform. Gilly, Bianca, my man, the tall Ab Lava, Duchess Spade. They my brothers, and I love them. We've done signings together. They've done stuff with me. Like I said, they were supposed to be on the school tour, but they all got deals and blew up. So they just stuck with me. But it was a good show. I was on there with Double Dutch Bus Man, and it was a good show. But just the fact that we all was together with the Stop the Violence, that's how we all really got hooked up with the city anyway, was the Stop the Violence movie with Sadiq and a Real Roller and Troy Carter, my mans that do Virgin Records. We was about saving, forget what they rapped about. The bottom line is, it's rap. But real life, we want these kids to go to school and have a better chance.
Right.
And we all joining together as a community of hip hop because we love each other and we respect each other and we good. When Larry Ladd would have his John down at the Tuesday, Industry Tuesday, everybody was there. Nobody was fighting and shooting, nothing, man. And the old school parties with the Charlie Mack old school joints, there'd be a couple Philly people there, nobody bad. The Lady B basement party, no, everybody's so happy to be together. So there is an older community, but I want to figure out how to make the young people have that type of camaraderie because they deserve it. They deserve it. They deserve to live.